Yeah, I thought that was too convenient.
Very, very
Can't keep
convenient.
sending to a pocket dimension. What can I do? Hey, I just got plane tickets in the mail to go to England. Huh, weird.
It's all part. It's they're all tools in the DM's tool bag. Plane tickets to England, pocket dimensions, getting sent back home. All those things. It's all a journey. All right. So, just a quick catch up from where we were. You guys are largely in the basement of the Soul Foundry building. And a couple of things are happening. You guys are investigating down here, found some sort of terrible prison or jail that they'd obviously been torturing and destroying people in, not people probably, but other demons. You found who you think is the filleted man. This guy right here let's see. Oh, not that. Not that. It's not doing what I want. Do what I want, not what I tell you to do. So this guy sort of popped out of nowhere and began attacking Flashheart alongside one of the salamanders from upstairs, who is still in the game. He's been wounded quite a bit, but he's still firing arrows from behind cover at you guys. The rest of you are sort of hanging out in the hallway. You guys haven't found the suture yet, whatever it might be, but you're working on it and trying to find it. You figure it's got to be down here somewhere, so that you guys can think. The one thing that is on your minds, though, is that upstairs and outside there is a huge electrical storm taking place, basically directly on top of you guys.
And it's an acid storm too.
And it's an acid storm too. And
it's a coincidence.
And Khorramzedah himself, you suspect, is on the way. There is a huge dark cloud moving that started at Khorramzedah's tower and is moving this way at rapid speed. You have to assume that at some point in the relatively near future, the Balor himself will arrive here, bent on your destruction. You've killed Terendelev. You're in his city.
No. He killed Terendelev. We freed Terendelev. So big difference there.
Liberated it, returned to the soul.
You should mention that when he arrives. Maybe he'll
not destroy you. I'm going to invoke Parlay because I'm pretty sure they can't attack him.
Parlay.
If you invoke that.
Are we facing Balrog Doug? Is that what we're facing?
There you go.
Yeah. This is not even my final form.
But he's going to arrive at some point, and he is going to be, shall we say, demanding, aggressive, perhaps even violent. And so you guys are going to have to deal with that. And the storm is still raging outside, and it's acidic rain. So there's a lot of things happening. Plus, this building and everything in it, including you, is on the edge of a cliff. Yeah, and which is busily caving in at various intervals. So there's that. So you guys are in sort of like,
this is like a typical Tuesday for us, though. Really,
yeah, it's quite the pickle.
It is a bit of a pickle, I have to admit. So there's a lot going on, a lot that's going to happen. But in the meantime, you guys are still in combat. So before we get started, I want to check. Do you have? I think we have several spells going. I know at least on one hand, Lothar has Channel Fate going on for everybody. Ferrado has Call Lightning, although I think Ferrado is Ferrado still upstairs? No, she just came. She just came downstairs.
Yeah.
All right, so she just came in. Storm is upstairs, along with what's the Raven's name? Astrid. They're upstairs, sort of keeping an eye on things from inside the building. But
what was the first thing you said, Les? I was looking, but I missed it right when you said it. Protection from evil. I'm seeing we have Stone Skin, Planar Adaptation.
Channel Fate. Lothar has Channel Fate going on.
Well, that was because of a healing burst at the end of last time.
Yep.
So this time you have for 1 round. Well, for 3 rounds, you have Faithful Channel, which means you can adjust. Let me look that up.
Roll
again.
20. I think it's reroll 1, isn't it? Reroll 1, 20 die.
Yeah, you have the ability to roll twice and take the better result on a single attack roll, skill check, or saving throw.
Sounds like good luck.
Your choice, and it lasts for 3 rounds.
And
Excuse me, it lasts for 4 rounds. My charisma went up.
Cool. So for over 4 rounds, we have that choice if something goes horribly wrong.
Right. And you have planar adaptation, which also gives you protection from fire.
Yep.
Stone skin.
Yep.
Protection from evil.
Yep.
And anyone standing next to me or close enough to me gets the benefits of the angelic aspect, which are plentiful.
Is that written down here?
No, Chuck has it though.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, there's just a lot of stuff to that spell, so
Okay. Well, I feel like you keep your eye on us to where it could help.
yeah.
Yeah. And then is it Faithful Channel? Is that the actual name of it, or is it part of something else?
Fateful channel.
Yeah. FATE.
Yeah, it's Fateful channel.
I just got an image of you, Chuck, with a cowboy hat, like a cat herder.
That's my
Yeah.
gig.
He's had that the whole game. Or the whole
Punching doggies.
All right. Others, everybody's got the track of their bark skins and everything, stone skins and whatnot. From a hit point standpoint, we'll probably need that.
Yeah, well, I show that we still, well, I have stone skin full. I haven't been hit with it yet, so I still have the full 150. I don't know, everybody's gonna have to track their own if they've used any to
got
take
mine.
damage.
3-4. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
Yeah,
and to be
tracking.
honest with you, this herding cats was a little bit easier when one cat stopped being sent to pocket flames.
Yeah.
It was a lot easier when he just turned everything in front of us into pink mist. That was that.
Yeah,
They're like, hey, you almost done up there? This Sudoku is a little more challenging than I thought. You got this ground to handle?
now he goes poof, and I'm like, damn, he's on another plane again.
Darn
He's
it.
in this time he's on a jet plane. See what I did
He
there?
doesn't know when he'll be back again.
I've called him from a jet plane.
He's not going to be back until the end of. Well, it's like he's over there for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, some crazy amount of time.
Long
that he's
time.
How'd
over
he
there.
get so lucky? What happened?
It's just something that I think that's what he uses most of his annual vacation on. Is this trip?
Version of the Ewok Adventure.
Good man. Good
Yeah,
for-
because he goes hiking, doesn't he?
Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
he and some friends have been hiking in Scotland and northern England every year for years, a couple of decades, I think. And they
Yeah.
go on different paths and different places, and there's a fair amount of they basically walk from
Bar to
pub.
bar.
Yeah, they walk from bar to bar. But some of it's pretty rigorous, is the way Dan
Well, I'm
tells
sure
it.
it is.
Isn't that the definition of hiking in Scotland?
Yeah, I would say if
Yeah.
you're hiking from bar to
Hey.
bar, don't they call it the yellow beard where you're stagger,
Yeah.
stagger,
Grr,
crawl,
stagger,
crawl?
stagger, arr. Yeah. It's the ultimate pub crawl.
All right. So, any other questions before we get started?
Yeah. How is there any new ways to issue charges of malfeasance, or is it still the standard way?
No, the same, the
Can we
usual
call for
web form.
dismissal?
Yeah, the web form on Tiny Batman. I'll get it.
Oh,
Goes straight to me.
trust
Then
me.
I dismiss them. Okay, so first come, first served, and that's Gatto.
I
So Gatto,
delay.
you're in delay. Perfect.
I am
So-
in the prison cells.
right, and you've been peeking into them and not finding. Well, I think you just got done killing that two-headed dude, the mutant guy that you.
Yes,
were-
I haven't opened any of the cells yet, but I've looked in them.
You're gonna open the doors and let whatever's in there out.
Yeah. It's what I do.
Just like at Baphomet's prison.
Just like that.
I didn't let them all out of Baphomet's prison.
Are we starting to become jaded to these horrific scenes we find of prisoners being tortured? Because
Okay,
it's like the 6th time we've come across.
Did you let the little girl out of the prison?
I did not.
He wanted to, though. You could
He
tell.
wanted to. Yeah.
Okay, so looking in the cells, what do I see in each of them right now? Real quick.
Well, so not every cell is filled, but the inside the cells are a fair amount of not very pleasant things. Let's see here. The one you're standing right in front of, for example. Hold please. What is this doing? I'm not using AI. We're not using AI, Matt.
All right. I was just pressing buttons over here.
No, well, stop doing that. I had an AI on it, and then they were I was interviewing Jonas, and then it said, we're not giving you this interview, this AI driven interview, until you pay us $26. And I said, tell you what, I can re-interview him, but
Yeah.
you, and then I sent them well, it was pretty tersely worded. It really only had 2 words in the response that I sent to the company.
Fuck
Thank
off.
you.
Did one of them start with the word S?
Huh? One of the words was you.
Yeah.
So, all right. So as you peek in there, there's, I mean, you're taken aback by what you see, because this is what you see. There's a creature in there that looks like it's been flayed. The top of his head has been removed, exposing his brain. His eyes have been removed, and he's just sort of laying there on the ground. Portions of his skin have been removed, and the musculature is disarticulated a little bit. So yeah, they've been having a good time with this guy, but he doesn't say anything. He's just sitting. He's just laying there on the floor.
I
How's
open
it
that.
still alive?
You open it up.
Yeah,
All right. It opens up readily.
I knew it
And
would.
yeah, there's no, I mean, there's no real lock on the door or anything. It's a larger cell, and you can see the back corner of the cell has some unbelievably repugnant material sort of in a big pile over there. You suspect that it's at the very least probably 50% some sort of demonic bodily waste and 50% the pieces of this guy that were removed.
Okay.
The smell is absolutely ferocious. But he doesn't move. He doesn't even respond to the door opening or anything like that. He's just sitting there.
Little PTSD going on there.
You don't think, as you look at the guy, you don't think that this is a human. Like the other guy that you peeked in on, you suspect that these are demons or some sort of mutated creatures. They don't look like humans to you.
What did the other guy look like?
The other guy that you looked at?
Yeah.
Like that. He's covered in pustules and has had his lips removed and his arms.
Okay. Okay, addressing this guy where I just opened a cage.
Mm-hmm.
I address him. Can you understand me? Are you the flayed man?
So it's not spelled. It's not flayed. It's filleted. Is the name of the guy you were supposed to be seeing? The filleted man. Fillet.
Okay.
You say it in like common or?
Yeah, I'm speaking
Yeah.
in common right now.
Yeah, you see him sort of when you speak to him. He's sort of like turns his head. He's obviously his eyes have been removed, so he can't see you, but he sort of turns his head towards you, but he doesn't say anything. His mouth drops open, and you can see, and in a big thing of like saliva and goo kind
Yeah,
of
there's no
rolls
tongue.
out. There's no tongue or teeth. It's pretty gross in there.
Yeah.
You're on mute, Mike.
So
I
yeah,
just-
I'm waiting.
I just told him he's free to go. And
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I step to the next cell and look in.
You've
All
been
right. There's
paroled.
nothing in the next cell, although it is also filled with sort of
Okay. I am-
repugnant material, but you don't see any
that-
creatures in there.
That was my round.
Okay. Doug, salamander.
So I'm gonna reach out and swing my spear
Okay.
at Flashheart.
You have reach too, so you can
I
do it
know.
from behind.
That's why I was measuring. Yeah, so he's within range.
But
Yep,
what did Flash Art do to you, really?
Yeah,
Well-
not cool, salamander, Doug.
All right. So
Natural
Natural
20.
Oh, son of
Hold
a-
on, let me
That's
just
a
let me
miss.
go. Let me
that's
go
the
ahead
first of 2 swings.
and prepare the chart.
Oh, he can't confirm. Well, I guess
Might-
another natural
You
20.
might be able to. What's your AC? Ooh,
No, I didn't.
all right, so
Whoa.
no confirm there, but it's still a hit.
That's my move.
All right. Then the second swing.
I wouldn't even bother.
Nope. Okay. So
Stop trying to psych us out, Mike.
I
You
know.
can bother.
Hey, it's working. You rolled a 1 and then a 2.
All right, so 1 hit. That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Just looking for damage here.
Alright.
Oh, all right. 1 die 8.
Oh, didn't confirm. That's right.
Oh, plus 1 die 6. Okay.
Aren't I
Yeah.
on opportunity fire? So if he'd move toward me, I guess I'm already standing right next
He
to
has
him.
reach.
8 points.
No, that's 1 die 8 plus 4.
12 points.
12 points of damage plus, unless you have some resistance to fire,
Sure I do.
plus 6 on fire damage.
Yeah, we have
We all have
resistance to fire.
resistance. Don't we all have resistance to fire?
Yeah, it's part of your planar adaptation.
You
Yep.
do have it.
Don't
So-
forget your stone skin too, Matt. You got
Yeah,
So that's gonna come out the stone skin.
Yeah, the physical attack, 10 of that comes off the
Right, the 12. So you take off 10 from stone skin, you take 2 points. And then you ignore the fire.
And you
Okay,
laugh
so-
in its face.
I'm gonna count. So it was 1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1, right?
Man, all max damage too.
I wonder
You
if
guys.
the salamander appreciates how outclassed he
Rude
is.
he is.
Well, I
No,
think he's
that's a-
appreciating the fact that he's trying to figure out a way out of this joint. He foolishly, like in many slasher movies, he foolishly went in the basement when he should have been out the back door.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, let me put myself in a room with no exits.
Why don't we get in the
Hey,
running
hey,
car?
Hey, I only play what Les gives me. You know?
Well, salamanders are not known for their massive intelligence.
Yeah.
So
I
you
will
know,
continue to glare at said salamander then as a free action.
yeah,
oh,
you
you're
know the problem.
glaring.
You know the
They're not gonna
problem
help
with
you with
fighting
that
in a basement.
Sudoku game.
You're in a basement.
All right, so that's the salamander. Anything else, Doug?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's all I can do.
So this guy is going to, whoops. So Gordon, let me ask you real quick. I know that you were the guy that did the hand. Do you recall exactly what that hand was doing? It was blocking that guy from getting to flash art, correct?
well, it basically is asserting itself between him and me. So if he tries to advance to me, it will block that.
Gotcha. Okay.
So flash art is basically going to benefit just by the fact that he's in between me and that creature.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
You can't
So,
pin slap him with this hand?
and then once a turn, it does a bull rush attack,
Hmm.
which is on my turn, I think,
That's the pin slap.
which can push it farther back, push him farther back.
Cool. All right. So what this guy's going to do, once I can get a hold of his tag, is he's going to
Spider's
take
gonna go out the exit, right? We'll leave the salamander to his fate.
he's going to take a 5-foot step to there.
I can't,
And
can I
then-
get an opportunity? No, I can't get it because he moved directly away, right?
He moved directly away. Yeah. And
I
this
do
is only
have
a
step
5-foot
up,
step.
though.
No opportunity. No
What-
attack of
I do
opportunity.
have step up as a feat, as you recall.
Do you? Let's
I'll
check
look that up. I'm not sure how it works with a big hand in a way, but
When an adjacent foe attempts to take a 5-foot step, you may also take a 5-foot step as an immediate action as long as you end up adjacent to the foe that triggered it. Do you? All right, so you have that option. Do you want to basically go around the hand?
well, so he's already moved away, so does that mean he can still attack this turn if I go around the hand?
Well, it looks like he's starting to cast a spell.
Then I'll go.
Yeah,
around
you
the
want to
hand.
follow him up.
Yeah, you want to move. You want to.
Yeah, so let me do that. Let me grab him. I'm gonna tango right up to him there.
All right.
Dun, 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 dun. Does the hand follow him or no?
No, the hand stays there. That's Gordon's hand. Gordon controls where that goes.
Right.
All right. Well, he doesn't like the fact that you stepped up, but he is still going to
Provoke an attack of opportunity.
maybe. Yeah, he definitely wants to do this. Yeah, he's going to go provoke. He's going to provoke and
Okay.
see, then I'm going to have to do a concentration check.
Yep.
Well, this sucks.
I had this trouble with Betsy and her friends the other day. I just wanted to cast Dimension Door once, but they stopped me 3 times and killed me.
All right, he is then instead not going to do the spell. Let me check. I gotta check.
Surrender. I
It's
accept.
not going to surrender. The thing about working for a demon lord is you really can't just sort of give your 2
Yeah,
weeks
there is no
notice.
surrender.
Okay, so instead, I don't think this provokes, does it? Here's a question for you rule lawyers out there. If a spell only has verbal components, it does not provoke, correct?
Right.
Correct.
All right. He is going to yell out blasphemy, which only has verbal components. And I need, if you have spell resistance, it helps. But I need a saving throw from anybody within earshot, which I assume is definitely Flashheart and probably Bardos.
Cancel my attack action. I was waiting to happen. Okay,
And maybe
so
Lothar.
I don't know if I have spell resistance, but I do have. It's going to be against will or fortitude.
Will. It's a will save.
Save me, Iomade. She's like, all right.
Oh, 21 is fine. All right, yeah, so you made it. So is this does it negate? Save will partial. All right, so and Bardos, I need you to make a will save when you get a chance to.
Trying to find it on my thing here. There it is.
Okay. So his caster level is 15. So, and what level are you?
Yours is actually a 31
16th.
with a +4 if you're within 10.
I'm sorry.
Or 16s, unless you want to grant us a
How
battlefield.
close, how close is Bardos to Flashheart?
About 15 feet.
Okay.
More like 20
All right.
now.
Bardos, you got a, okay, you got a saving throw too. All right. So in this case, both of you of the blasphemy spell would only have dazed you, and the save negates that. So it does not daze either of you. And you see him begin to scramble around. He has his longsword in front of him, but you see him sort of reaching for the door, which he's not going in yet.
Does that provoke an attack of opportunity? Is he reaching?
No attacks of opportunity.
I'm gonna pull the sheen on him. Go on, pick on the.
Not until he manipulates the door.
He's not picking the lock. He's thinking about opening the door and running in there. Okay, Lothar.
So I still can't see in that room. So I'm gonna step up. Is that door open or closed?
This door
This
is
door.
open. Both of those doors are open. It's a double door and it's both open.
So I'm gonna move up to here
Okay.
and
Salamander.
try to look around the door.
Okay.
I need to figure out how to move this thing to where I
Crockett
want it.
Tub style, just looking at.
Hold down the Alt key.
Yeah, I got it. So I'm gonna peek around the corner basically.
All right,
And
you can
then-
see. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Now at this point, all I can see is the salamander. So if you want to fill me in on anything else, it
Yeah,
looks
the
like a
salamander-
box.
Yeah, there's some furniture sort of piled up in front of the salamander, which obviously is some sort of fairly paltry cover that the salamander was trying to do. The problem is the salamander is much bigger than anything that he's hiding behind, so it's not like, I mean, it's partial cover at best. You can see he's got a spear out and he's sort of reaching over the upturned table to sort of try and stab at Flashheart, but that's about all you see.
Okay.
If you I mean, can you see the whole room?
No.
Okay.
Well, no,
Then-
because I'm like at the corner of the doorway, peeking around the open
Gotcha.
door.
Okay.
So that's because nobody's called for me yet. So I'm assuming the people in there are handling business. But from here, I'll go ahead and try and shoot a couple of arrows into the salamander.
Okay.
Now let's see here.
Move more than 5 feet, you can just shoot one.
These are all going to be, let's see, 29
That's a hit.
and 24.
Also a hit.
And then it's 25 damage plus 18 against evil.
He is evil, so that arrow is probably going to be, Doug, if I'm reading this right, it's more points than he has.
Well, what about this? He's got the. Oh, is that damage resistance versus magic?
Yeah, these are
Yeah.
magical arrows. Yeah, so all right, so the arrows slam into him, and he goes flying backwards into the wall, and then slides down it as the
Yep.
energy, as Rastal's energy leeches his life from him, and flaming blood pops out of his wounds and ignites, leaving an acrid smoke in the air.
Okay.
We used to, in the fraternity, we used to call it a flaming asshole. Light your farts now.
All right, that it for you, Bartos, or Lothar? I mean,
Oh, I guess at this point I would know that Flashheart is fully in that room.
oh yeah, you can easily hear Radiance singing,
Okay.
and
Oh.
the sound of fighting.
Well, Radiance is blabbering on again. I don't think I'll be heard, so I'll wait until next time to see if he needs healing.
Okay. Bartos, I don't know how you got outside of the room, into the void, so you're there.
Okay. I am going to reach out and touch Lothar and just augment his charisma, give him +4 to his charisma.
Wow. Okay.
Holy
Mark?
crap.
I can do that all the time. I just never think to do it. It lasts for 8 rounds, Chuck.
Okay. I'll mark that on the sheet. Let's see.
I don't know, Lothar. I don't know if there's enough room for 2 pretty people in this party.
My charisma wouldn't be pretty.
What does a
It's-
+4 charisma get to?
It's Charlton Heston type. There's a presence. He's not pretty no matter what. And that's 8 rounds.
Yep. I just put a entry in there so we can keep track of it.
Yeah, and that gets me to. Damn it! Come on.
So +4 gets you to 6.
No, +4 gets me to 22.
22. That's pretty good. That's supermodel level of attraction.
Yeah,
you know?
22 is like crazy.
Well, I mean, there are a lot of ways to interpret that, right? So there's a presence, there's a sort of a commanding thing, there's physically pretty. It depends on what you want to calculate it as.
Well, if Bartos throws it on me, then my holy strike will be even more insane. My holy smite.
Yeah,
But we're gonna have to settle this one way, Chuck. Dance off.
Yes.
there you go. A dance off over who's the most
Yeah.
charismatic.
It's the only way
He's
to.
bad. He's bad.
It's the only way to make it work. Bartos, is that it for you? Gonna move at all, or anything like that?
I'm not on the way of anybody getting past me through that door, am I?
No, you're barely in the doorway.
Yeah, I'm going to stay right where I'm at. Well, actually, I can push him a little bit, maybe. Where's the door that he's trying to go out of? Is it here?
Yeah, it's right over there
Yeah.
where he's right next to.
Okay.
He's just sort of got his hand on the handle. Give me a quick perception check. 34. Okay. So yeah, one of the things that you notice as you're looking at that particular door is that that handle has a pretty intricate looking lock on it. Now you're guessing that it's probably not locked, but it is certainly capable of being locked. As you look in this room as well, you think that this room has all of the sort of stuff that would normally find in somebody's personal chambers. Your guess is that it might be this guy's personal chambers in here, and this is where he, lives. Because there's like a bed, a chest, and that kind of stuff. Now, some of that, the salamander moved around to create partial cover, but it's all sort of in there.
Yeah, and I don't see Gatto anywhere, right? He's not around.
The last time you saw him, he was going into the prison area, the little jail to the south of you.
He's somewhere invisible.
Okay, well, I'm going to go into the room then and try to check that chest out. Just
Okay.
It's the time, given how
Flip
pushed we are, but he's going to need a CMB of 25 as my forceful hand push to try to get him basically shoved back more.
All right.
Gato just heard the word chest.
He materializes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
He turns into Daffy Duck in the pile of gold and jewels. All right, so you're gonna go over to flip the lid of the chest up. It's unlocked. We'll get to that in a minute. The
Yeah,
the name of that spell is Forceful Hand,
Yeah.
and you're gonna push the guy away from you.
It's a bull rush, basically, is what it is.
Okay.
25 CMB. Or
25.
plus 25. Do I have to roll a d20 for that? Is that how that works?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
you roll add your CMB and it's against his CMD.
All right. Oh hell, they changed the die roller again. Let me.
They did? Wow.
Yeah.
Did they?
Oh,
Oh.
advanced roller. There we go. 120 plus 25.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's another innovation.
Hmm.
32. Yeah, you get the hand gets into pose there, but as he pushes him, you realize that he's for a smaller dude. He's a stouter dude than you estimated. You suspect he might have some dwarvish blood.
Hmm. Can I use Lothar's reroll to try to redo that again? Get a little
Sure, if
better.
you want.
Yeah. That's an
Okay.
attack roll, so.
Never mind.
Yeah, it didn't work.
All right. Guess
And as you look at the chest and you flip the chest open, basically it looks like there's just like a bunch of clothing and personal items and effects. There's a small dagger sort of in the corner. There's various kinds of clothing, you know, that kind of stuff. It's nothing immediately other than the dagger sort of stuck in the side. Nothing really pops out at you as being anything but ordinary.
Okay.
But the dagger itself doesn't radiate magic.
Okay. Nothing radiates magic in there.
Not in the chest, no.
There's nothing else in the room I can see yet, right? That's magic. I guess.
Well,
he's
no,
probably-
I mean that guy's weapons radiate a fair amount of magic, and obviously radiance and that kind of stuff. Even, but not, yeah, nothing that's not on a person is radiating any magic in here that you can see.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm done.
All right, flash art.
If my 3-armed friend was here, you'd already be dead. You know that, evildoer?
Yes, but
All
he's not, is he?
Well, let's see what Mr. Radiance and I can do here. So I'm going to attack.
All right.
There we go.
All right.
34 hit.
All right, 34 does not hit. He brings a shield up swiftly, ka-ching, and
He's got a shield?
radiance.
He casted a
yeah,
spell and he got a hand on the doorknob. All right, go ahead.
it's like a buckler.
Okay.
So 34 does not hit. Second swing 24, third swing 25. Yes, so no hits. Radiance is trilling her outrage at this affront because she wanted to, she wanted to saw this guy
I just
open.
threw some cool lines out and nothing. Salamander Doug stabs me, and now I got to deal with this guy.
You
Embarrassed.
bet.
All right. Do you want to move or anything? You
Well,
can move
is the
5
hand
feet if you want.
is the hand pushing him back away from the door or not yet?
It's trying to. He seems pretty stout though. He seems to be fighting back against it. And
If I
it's not
move
pushing.
around him, will that create an attack of opportunity for him?
You did a full attack, so you can only do a 5-foot step,
can
and that
keep
will
up with
not
it.
provoke.
Yeah. So basically, could I drag myself onto the bed there?
Sure.
That
You
way,
gonna leap
somebody
up on the
else can
bed.
have it clear. Yeah, I'll do like a forward flip onto the bed or something cool.
All right.
1 second. Doo-doo-doo. Mana. Doo-doo-doo.
All right. So you jump up there
Mana.
in swashbuckling style.
Yeah.
All right. That it for you?
Mustaches are quivering in outrage. Yes, I'm done.
Okay. Ferrado.
Okay, I'm a little behind the gun because I haven't seen, so I'm just gonna head this way and
All right. Well,
Okay,
as you get down
go.
to the bottom of the stairs, you can see that there is a door directly in front of you. And then Lothar is over by a set of double doors over here, and then Ilindar is standing right sort of there at the edge of the stairs.
okay, well, I'm gonna head past. Do I see Gatto as I walk by this door?
You would, yeah. Gatto's in there. He's peering into what look to be some sort of cells.
Okay, he doesn't look to be in trouble at all.
Well, he's not fighting anything. Yeah, he's just sort of investigating stuff.
Yeah, that's Gatto. Okay, so I'm gonna keep moving to
Looking for
see what's
Dredge.
going on the other side of Lothar. And there is the guy that I've been hearing of that everyone's fighting, huh?
That guy, yeah, that guy's fighting. You can see Flashheart is standing on a bed for some reason, and there's a dead salamander in the room, and Bardos is looking through a chest. Nonchalantly.
My flash of lightning, I can do a lightning bolt here, correct?
You can, absolutely.
Yep. So I would put that on our little redheaded dude.
All right. He does have spell resistance, so I need you to roll a d20 plus your caster level to see if you can pierce his spell resistance.
Okay, I can do that. Can I do it successfully? I don't know, but I can
That's
still make the roll.
Excellent question. You did. So you got 19, you got past his spell resistance, and the lightning bolt zaps him.
It is 5d6.
Okay.
So 15 points.
15 points. All right. I'll tell you what.
And then I should be able to fire off one arrow, which is 2 arrows actually. Correct? Because that lightning bolt's like on automatic now.
It's on auto, yeah.
Yeah. So that makes sense, right?
Yep.
Okay. What?
Oh, Flashheart commenting on Bardos' looking through the chest.
Not Bardos.
Investigating is the PC word for looting.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what Gatto says he's doing. We know whatever he says, he's looting.
Yeah.
That
You know, put my
36 is
socks
a
away in
miss.
this drawer. You're looting that drawer.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm
That
gonna
a
help you here. We just interpret that I'm looting over here.
That's why we have Fletcher turn him upside down once an adventure.
Right.
It shakes out.
Is that a hit, Lex?
That is a miss.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Illendar.
So I would come to here. I'm gonna do a perception to determine what. Oops, wrong one.
Okay.
The perception is to see if I notice this guy's trying to get out the door.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Well, he certainly
Hey,
is.
girl, hang on a
He's got.
second.
He's the door's behind him, and you can see that he's trying. He's got his hand on the hand of.
Okay.
He's got a
trying
hand
to-
on the handle.
So, hold on, almost there.
Okay.
I mean, there's a door right behind him. Flashheart is standing on a bed, with radiance in his hand. It looks like he might.
know
I
what?
mean, it would make sense for him to
Every
be
time
heading
we
out
go to
that
an
door.
inn, and I'm the one that gets picked to go get Flashheart, I always walk in, and he's always standing on the bed with. This is not new to me.
Yeah, as a free action, I say what I always say. This is not what it looks like.
This is not what it looks like.
Or
It's
the
like,
Tony
yeah,
Stark thing. Let's face it, this is not the worst thing you've ever caught me doing.
Oh, well, if I notice he's trying to get out, I am gonna use wall of stone to just put like a 4-inch lip along this side of the door.
Okay.
Do I see hinges on this side or do I not?
You don't see hinges on this side. You see
Not
it-
anymore. There's a wall of stone there.
Okay,
There's a
so
there's a fair amount of
the wall of stone is gonna
lock there.
actually kind of go over where the door handle is, so it kind of locks it in place.
Okay.
It's only 4 inches thick, so it's not a very thick
Like
wall.
right there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. He looks
So-
as the stone. His hand touches the stone. He looks around and he's like, "Sons of biscuits."
I'm done.
Okay. Wall of stone. All right. Cool. All right. Illendar was the last guy. So we're going into round 23, and it's Gatto. Gatto, what are you doing? You're still in that jail. You've opened 2 of the cells, but in neither case
Have they done anything? Right.
have they done anything? Yeah.
This cell here, is that empty?
No, there's somebody in that.
What's in this cell? Who's in this cell?
Hold on. Some sort of multi-headed
Yeah, we're
creature.
leaving that there. Okay. And then what's in this one here?
That's the one you've already peered in. It's this guy. This guy.
Okay. Are these 2 cells here on the side?
They are, but they both seem to be empty.
Okay, I'm gonna finish my turn by going up here and looking in this one.
There's a creature in there sitting. So it's another one of those sort of larger cells. There's a creature sort of sitting in the back of it to the right, and it looks like, well, some sort of undead that has plants growing out of it. You're not sure.
Okay. Speaking in common, who are you?
It just hisses and snarls. It's
Okay.
possible as it kind of, and you see it kind of like moving around a little bit. It looks like the plant material that you initially thought was growing out of it. You can see now that is growing out from the ground. There's a patch of the stone that has
Oh,
been
wow, okay.
removed, and this plant material is growing out of the ground underneath the stone floor of the cell and up through the creature and out the top.
Yeah, sucks
So
to
it
be
seems
them.
like
Okay.
it's rooted to the no pun intended. Actually, intended that pun. It's rooted to the floor, and it just hisses and snarls at you. It doesn't say
Okay.
anything intelligent.
That's my turn.
I know this one. It's a cat.
All right. What is he gonna do? All right. There's a stone wall in front of the door. He looks down, sees it, and snarls at Flashheart.
Yeah, Flashheart did it. I point to make sure he knows that Flashheart.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was not anyone else other than Flashheart.
All right. Flashheart, he's going after you with his longsword then. He's had enough of your macho head games. So he is going to make a full attack on you in an effort to get you away from him and create some room for him to move. So let's go ahead and do this. All right. His longsword comes out a wickedly curved longsword that radiates a fair amount of magic.
All right.
Okay, 40 to hit.
Nope.
Ooh, damn. 32.
Nah, I've been eating my Wheaties, baby.
Damn, son. What's your effective AC right now?
44.
44.
Everybody
Damn.
but Fletcher has a ridiculous AC, it feels like, but Fletcher
I don't.
soft target. Oh, well, that's why you're invisible all the time. You don't have a soft, squishy target.
All right. He also tries to clout you with his shield, which he's actually much more talented with than people give him credit for, much to his chagrin. 41, another miss.
God, he didn't try to grapple me. That seems to be 100% effective for Flashheart. Or thank Ioma Day.
Oh, wait. He's got Smite Good on. So that will add,
This is gonna hurt.
and he's surging. That will add, what's this?
That's his charisma.
Yeah, well, his charisma's not high, so it's only +2. So 42, 43 is close to that. You said your AC's 44?
4.
Okay. It's not enough to get you his charisma.
But
his
he's going to
charisma
hit you
bonus.
hard if he does land one.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's gonna hit you hard if he lands
I was
one.
expected. I was like, oh, he's got a Smite Good on.
So see, if you were a nicer person, you could have succeeded.
All right, and then he's going to 5-foot step into.
Yeah, where are you gonna 5-foot step to, huh?
And he's running out of 5-foot steppable areas. He's gonna 5-foot step over to here against the wall.
I don't need to 5-foot step closer because I'm already in that range, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you look, he could. Well, one of the things I was thinking about doing was running around the back of the bed, but being on the bed, it's like every square is a threatened square.
Yeah.
Being a real douche on that bed, I have to say.
And honestly, I moved onto this bed because in my mind, Fletcher usually takes up the space right next to me to finish off the opponent. But it's not here. I guess it gives all the missile weapon users time to plug him.
Yes, indeed it does. All right, so that's his turn. Lothar's up.
Well, I'm going to take a 5-foot step into the room.
Okay.
Can help
I
Bardos
see all
out.
this. Now, the question that I have is, this hand,
Mm-hmm.
does it affect my arrows.
I don't think so. Let me check. Forceful hand gets 1 bull rush. Forceful hand prevents the opponent from moving closer to you without succeeding. Impose the hand always. No, it does not say that it does. So I don't believe it does.
Then I'm going to send a barrage of arrows at homie.
Okay. More of a Rastal's arrows. And these are against touch, yeah?
Yes, so 35,
That's a hit.
31,
Also a hit.
and 27.
Also a hit. So all 3 hits.
So 20 and 11 is 31. 22 and 10 is 32.
So that is 63.
And 26 and 15 is
41.
41.
104. Well, he didn't like that one bit.
You are off the Christmas card list.
You are definitely off the Christmas card list. He lets out a arg and sits backwards against the wall, and you can see his eyes kind of going like this as he sees you beyond the forceful hand, and he's starting to think that maybe, just maybe, he's gotten himself into a predicament.
And I still have wings. I'm still
Oh yeah.
flying. I'm still looking all heavenly or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. There are little trumpets playing.
All right, cool. Is that it for you?
Yeah.
Full attack action. Bardos is up.
So does this thing look like it's got a fake bottom or anything like that? Like something could be hiding in it?
Give me a perception check.
Is Bardos
You don't see
channeling
anything.
Gato this evening or
You
what?
don't see anything like a fake bottom or anything like that.
I'm just trying to find what we're here for, whatever the thing.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, right.
I believe it from Bardos. But
I know you do. I know.
Is there anything under the bed? If I lean down and look under there?
Not that you can see, even with 37 perception check, it looks, a few dust bunnies, but other than that, nothing.
Okay, I'm
Where-
gonna go. Once I know that, I'm gonna go back out and check this door up.
that's where he stashes his hustler.
Okay. That door is fairly plain. I mean, it's like all the other doors in this place. It does have some pretty significant locking mechanisms on it, and it looks like it might be locked.
Okay.
Hey, I know a guy.
Yell out for Gato.
Gato!
Or actually, I
Stop.
got that. We have the communication thing going, so I
Yeah.
can just.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. You just
Ow, don't yell. I hear you fine.
Gato, stop looting in there and come loot over here.
Okay, on my way.
all right. Before that can happen, though, it's Flashheart's turn.
All right, my little diminutive red skull friend. Let's end this. All right. A lot cooler if I had my dice roller ready to.
Yeah.
Hang on a second, I'll be right with you.
This is a Don created macro. It's going to take a minute.
It'll take a minute. It takes a minute.
Whoa. Come on. Okay. I hit actions and skills instead. There we go. There we go.
All right. 28. All 3 of those are misses. 28, 22, and 29.
Okay.
What are you rolling here? 17.
I will just throw out witty repartee since my
5.
sword
Oh,
play is
well,
terrible.
5 and a 6. Yeah, so
Yeah, it's not the macro's fault.
he's defending himself. He's defending himself really well against that, and Radiance is getting increasingly upset about her inability to strike this horrific demon.
You rolled a 17 for the third swing,
Say,
but it was the third swing.
Yeah.
Radiance is starting to give you some sass.
She's
Yeah.
getting angry, Flashheart. Do you want to move or do you want to stay in bed? Do you want to stay in bed?
So I want to stay in bed. It's pretty cozy here. I think I'm pretty much got him where I want him, and everybody else gets get a free hack on him while he tries to head for that door.
Well, the door
Oh.
he knows he can't get into because Ilindar put a wall of stone around it.
Okay. Well then, I guess it's we're gonna play the pajama game around this bed here.
Mhm.
All right, sounds good. Do you want to move or anything, or are you gonna stay there?
I'm gonna stay right here. Is it annoying you if I stay here?
A little, yeah.
Yeah, because anywhere he moves is a threatened square, so he doesn't like that. So stay right where you're at.
I'm gonna while I'm waiting, I'll provide some repartee. Like, this is pretty cozy. Who's where did you get this? This is, I mean, it's hard to get a bed all the way out here, I'm sure. You have this delivered, or was it, like, magically portaled here?
How did you get the box springs through the
mean, this is-
corridor of the, and the angle of the
Quality feather.
doorway?
Quality down.
All right, Ferrado, I see you rolling dice. What are you doing there?
Shooting at walls, apparently.
So the first was a natural 1, 48 to confirm, so no
No fumble.
no fumble, but whenever you roll a natural 1, it stops your turn, so no more arrows after that.
Good thing that I didn't have to worry about confirming the last natural fumble.
Right,
Yeah.
I know.
Do I want to move? Yeah, I want to stamp my little feet up and down several times.
Okay.
That's it.
Damn it, damn it, damn it.
Exactly that.
All right. What about the lightning?
Oh yeah, Zoutois.
Zap him
So I
again?
have to roll my every time.
No.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Once you defeat his spell resistance, you
spell
don't have to.
resistance. The spell is going
So-
on. Yeah.
Just 5d6.
Okay, coming up.
I can't save away from this?
Nope, not
Damn.
anymore.
I don't like it. All right. 15. Okay. Sounds good. He's like, cut it out. All right. Ilindar.
That even move his health bar at all?
It did. It did a little bit. Well,
Oh
your
my
guess is that he
gosh.
might be resistant to electricity.
Can I push him outside and do it? Because then the damage would be double.
Oh, that's a good point. Well, you're kind of like pretty far from outside. And outside's
Yeah.
got its own problems right now because of
Okay.
the acid rain and the lightning storm. Okay. Ilindar.
Okay, so can I cast evolution surge on Storm? So can you give her
Well,
a-
Storm's upstairs.
Right. Yeah, I've got a range on this one.
Okay, hold on.
65 feet.
You're probably closer than that. Okay, evolution surge. Okay.
I can give her a 4-point evolution. So I'm gonna
Okay.
get the ability to cast a spell. It's a first level spell,
Okay.
and it's reduce. So now she's down to large. But the nice thing is she gets to keep all of her stats.
Okay.
So now she can fit, and she's coming down here.
Okay. She's coming down the stairs. So she reduces
Yep.
to that size and leaves. So she's coming down the thing. Okay.
Yep.
By the way, if Storm is moving, so is Astrid.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna say she can get to right there this turn. And kind of
Where's Astrid? Where do you want Astrid to end up at with you?
No, Astrid's, she can, I don't think her flight's, well, I don't know what Storm can move. So she'll stay somewhere safe in the hallway. If she's next to Bardos, she knows that's an okay place to be.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So that's Ilindar casts a spell and Storm moving. That's our turn.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Well, let me get the screen here sidled up. Cool. Okay, that is Ilindar. All right, so then we go into round 24. And it's Gatto's turn. Gatto, what are you doing? You just heard
Hi, Bardos.
Bardos has called you.
I'm next to Bardos. Hi,
Okay.
Bardos. What's up?
Let's check out what's behind the store. Maybe this is where the thing is we're looking for.
Okay, I open the door.
All right. Well, it is locked and potentially
Yeah,
trapped.
I was
well,
gonna say it was locked.
It was
I opened the
locked.
door.
It was potentially trapped.
While they're talking and Bartos is telling him what to do, he's already got it unlocked. It's just like a habit for him. He just kind of wasn't even aware he was doing it.
54.
All right. You do discover a that is the disable device back. All right, you discover that there is a pretty significant magical trap on it. One that would engage upon opening. But you seem to have
It's actually a 60 against
60
traps.
against
60, yeah.
traps.
yeah, and you've unlocked the door at the same time.
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad you called me, Bardos. That would have been very bad.
All right. Do you open it?
Sure.
All right. Second. Okay. This looks like well, frankly, it looks like a treasure room. You
Close it.
see
No, nothing here. Go ahead, Bardos.
you see a bunch of chests and tables with objects of value scattered about. Huge piles of coins of all different denominations that you can see. There are gems and things scattered about and open coffers and things like that. Just a whole variety of stuff. There are also some weapons and various kinds of things. But the real thing that catches your eye is in the end at the end. Let me see if this is real here. Okay, in the corner on a table is a array of what look to be black sapphires, all sitting on a table. Looks like this.
Okay.
Of various sizes. And Bardos, you see that there is magic all over this room.
I'm gonna need some
Not the
alone
room
time.
itself, but there's a lot of items in this room that are magically inclined. Those individual sapphires, each individual sapphire also radiates strong magic.
It says Slee Stack on the side.
It says Slee Stack on the side.
You need a moment alone, guy.
Yes.
But yeah, it looks like a treasure room of some sort.
Yeah. He says, yeah, leave the room, close the door, and forget what you saw.
I feel like Gato would just fall over and pass out from lack of oxygen because he forgot to breathe.
That's more what I'm doing.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
Oh, I don't have time.
Okay, Bardo, flip the portable hole out in the middle of the room and then just start shoveling stuff in.
Treasure bath.
Well, wait, before we do that, though, we have to talk about the size of the coins.
Right, obviously.
And the weight of the coins.
And the
Yes.
weight of the coin.
And that bag of holding that's in there, you're throwing the.
Hold on, I need to go get a calculator.
Each coin
Not over
weighs
till the vein starts appearing in the middle of Les's forehead.
each coin weighs 1,500 pounds. You can take 20.
All right, so Gato, I mean, did you step in there or
No,
just
no,
sort of?
I've moved and opened the door. That's all I can do this round.
All right, gotcha. All right, so this guy, what is he gonna do? He's still having a problem. He's gonna try and attack Flashheart again. Frankly, hope for the best. So
Yeah, I feel for him.
yeah, I feel
neither
for him
do I.
too. I can't hit you.
I haven't hit with smite on him because I didn't think he was that cool. But if he hits me with the smite, then I might change my mind.
Well, he's going to try and hit you with the smite, and he's going to try and hit you with the shield. So first things first, he's going to try. I'm going to add 2 to this for the smite. Oh, there it is! He hit you. All right. Well, that's 1 hit. Then the second attack, nope. Third attack, nope. And the shield. Add 2 to this. Yes, another hit. So one sword strike got you, and then he hit you with his shield too.
So what does the shield strike do?
It just bashes you.
Bludgeoning.
Yeah,
Bludgeoning damage.
yeah, but it also gives him an automatic bull rush to try and push you off the bed. So let me do that. So his bull rush attempt, and this is against your CMD, is a 36. Does that beat your CMD?
I was trying to close things on my computer because you're getting staticky sounding. So I just closed it. I believe that beats my CMD, but I can't tell you for sure.
It may not.
Huh?
At your level, it may not. Yeah, 36 is a
It's gonna be
moderate.
your base attack plus your strength plus your dex.
I can't. I'm sorry, guys. You're staticky out. So you hang on 1 second. I'll try to reopen. Can you do the damage to me, and then I'll double check my CMD.
All right, first attack is 2d6 plus 12. So there's that.
I would estimate his CMD is in the upper 20s to around 30.
All right, so 19 points from the sword.
Or no, it'd be 10 plus that, so. No, I'd say it's, yeah, he might have done it.
And 18 points from the shield. You got bonked hard. So a total of 37 points of damage.
Yeah, minus 20 to the stone skin and then 17
17 left.
damage.
Yeah, that gets through.
Thank you.
All right. Did you find your CMD?
It's opening right now, so
Okay.
please hold.
Lothar, you're going to be up next.
Yeah.
I'll just take the 17 off while I'm waiting here.
Yeah.
Actually,
And then
no,
mark the 20 off with stone skin.
no, your CMD is gonna be probably mid to upper 30s, so it might not have worked. What'd you get, Les?
36.
6?
Open up already. I want to take myself off camera just to help with the resources here.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
All right, so. Can you go? Oh crap!
The suspense is killing me
I know. I'm sorry.
because I
Can you
want to
move
push.
on
I want
without
to.
this?
I want to push you off that bed.
That's his plan. Flashheart is giving suspense to cause this bad guy a heart attack. Since he can't hit him.
Mhm.
CMD.
Got CMD. Yes.
D with as in David or B as in boy.
D
as
is
in
in
David.
David.
Or
Okay,
D
base
is in
25
defense.
plus strength plus dex. That's the frick is it then?
The
Plus
bonuses.
11.
Your dex
Yeah,
bonuses.
yeah.
Strength, not the
I
raw
see.
scores.
So plus effects is 11. So 44. Finally loaded. 44
Ah,
is my
okay. Well,
CMD.
he did not push him off the bed. That sucks.
Wow, that was the most suspense I've ever. But
That was a lot. That was
Sorry,
that was a bucket of suspense, wasn't it?
I'm gonna try to close. I have like 150 tabs open, so I'm gonna start closing those when it's not my turn here.
Gotcha. Okay. It is not your turn.
150? Oh my god.
So,
How do
all right,
you even know?
Lothar, you're up.
5-foot step.
I'm a curious monkey.
I'm gonna
No, no.
I'm going to suggest that Farina flank him to the left, but then I'm gonna do the full range attack.
Okay. Man.
34,
Yep.
23,
Yep.
19.
19 just barely hits, but it does hit.
Okay. So then
Stupid
26
touch
and
attack
12,
arrows.
38, 26 and 18,
It's 44.
and
38 is
23 and
82.
13.
36. 108. 118. I'm sorry.
118.
Well, that certainly got his attention.
Well, considering 104 only took his damage down to less than half, this is a stout mofo.
Yeah, he's tough. All right. That it? Oh, you moved too. 5 foot.
5-foot step.
Okay, cool.
Then all 3 arrows.
If I move, I
Gotcha.
won't
All
be
right.
able to use all my arrows. I don't think I can flank him there either, can I? With
Well, that was
No.
more of like a strategic thing. I go right, you go left, so you can ignore me and shoot him. That's fine.
I don't know if that's really going to help us out.
Yeah.
Unless I roll ones, and then in that case, it could have been a great move.
Bardos, you're up. You were standing there next to Gatto looking into this treasury room, and you see your always on detect magic begins firing off various kinds of things that you see scattered about among the weapons and things of that nature are radiating magic, but even more so are those black sapphires on the table. Each of those radiates a significant amount of magic, and it's necromantic magic.
Do we have any idea what the suture thing is that we're supposed to be looking for? Was there a
No.
description?
No, we got no idea.
It's possible it's going to be one of those you'll know it when you see it kind of things.
Well,
Well,
and it's,
suture would be like a suture would be something you sew somebody up with, right? So could it possibly be a stitch on somebody that we haven't seen yet? I don't know. Just a thought.
For that matter, it could be this device with all these black sapphires in it. We have no idea.
Yeah, that's fair.
All
I
you
mean-
know about the suture was that it was imbued with power when the world wound was opened. And the suspicion is that because of that power that it had been imbued with, having it present when you guys conduct the ceremony to try and close the world wound would add to your
Make it easier.
potential ability. Yeah, it would soften the difficulty somewhat.
So if this device is the most magical thing in the room, that lends credit to it being the.
Well, the table itself does not radiate magic, although it's incredibly well crafted. It's the individual black sapphires on the top that are each radiating powerful necromantic magic, and there's like 40 of them up there.
Suture is that the stitching? What is a suture? Is that
A
what?
suture is stitching,
Oh,
yeah, it
Yeah,
holds the
stitching,
wound
like a
closed.
Band-Aid.
Right.
So maybe the stones would be something like connection points for closing a wound somehow, creating lines of.
As in the world wound. World.
Oh no.
That makes sense.
We don't even know if this is it, but it just with that
Yeah.
much magic, it would make sense.
It's the most powerful thing we can see at this point, and the idea would be you'd expect this thing to be pretty powerful, whatever it is.
Okay, well, I'll just go in and open up. Would it be useful to have the hole open to store some of this stuff if we're going to take some of it, or is it not that much stuff?
No, it's a ton. So
There's a ton of stuff. Use the hole.
So the room is filled with chests and tables upon which things are sort of piled. There are several overflowing chests that sit along the walls. There are numerous larger objects of value like tapestries, statues, paintings, and then the table with the stones. There's also a variety of, like, you could see some weapons, various kinds of things. It would take you a couple of minutes to even kind of look through there and pick some stuff out. But there's several items that radiate magic.
Okay, well, I'll open the hole up for Gatto, and I mean, I don't want to touch anything until I make sure Gatto looks at stuff and make sure there's no other traps around. So I'm done.
Okay. So you open up the portable hole.
Otto's gonna scrape and dump.
Pretty much, yeah.
Shunk, shunk.
Flash art.
Not.
Okay, here we go. All right, my tiny red friend. It's time to end this. This time for sure. Ah!
I don't. Go ahead.
All right. 31 hits.
All right.
Oh,
Finally.
Hit him 31 times?
Sweet.
All right. So 24 physical damage plus 4 points holy. It is not a crit, but that will hit.
Okay.
Actually, it actually softened them. Those arrows, those Erastilian power arrows, softened them up a bit.
Nice.
yeah, I didn't want to
Trouble
cause
there.
too much trouble, but I was gonna tell Flashheart. So far, it's Rastal 15 and
Iomade.
Iomade none. So you might want to try not to get blanked here, buddy.
2 words for you, Lothar. Dance off.
Dance off.
All right. Yes. So has he decided to turn to the side of good yet? As we
Yeah,
have
he's like,
we-
yeah, I've checked it. I can't. I just can't. All right. So
Yeah.
24 physical damage, 4 points of holy damage.
any of the other ones hit?
It's going to go through. None of the other ones hit. So that's going to be 28 points. As Radiance, you can feel her happiness as the blade bites into this guy's armor and cleaves through, and with that blackish blood pouring out, and he's like, ah! He yells. It's the first time he's really yelled in pain due to an attack. Even with the Erastilian arrows, he just sort of grunted as they impacts. But this he actively does not like. The Radiance's power is causing him significant pain.
You hear that, guys? My lawful good holy sword thirsts for blood.
Blood for the blood
Well,
gods.
Evil blood.
Well, demon blood, so
God,
that's
yeah.
okay.
All right. Anything else for you, Flashheart?
Just my devilish the good looks.
All right. Well, Ferrado, I see you've already done the electricity, which zaps him again. And then what do you got in mind? All right. A 33 will hit. 34 will hit. Natural
Yes.
20 will hit. All right. Roll to
Oh,
confirm.
We're waiting.
Flash out.
28, non-confirmed, but
Wait,
it's
wait, wait, wait,
definitely
wait, wait, wait. Her last roll was plus 31. And then this one
Yes.
was 21. Should the 28 be 38?
Oh, yes, probably so.
Yeah.
It should be. So that would be a confirmed critical.
Just help
All
him.
right. A ranged confirmed critical. Oh my gosh. All right. So all right. So and that's a fourth arrow?
Jennifer, you're on mute.
Watto don't play around.
Sorry,
That's because she's a Rastal powered now.
sorry about that. I didn't realize.
West Side.
Yeah, she's been talking to us, but we can't hear her.
Yeah, well, probably not that bad of a thing. Okay, so 2 on the first one, a third, and then a crit, and then a fourth.
So you shoot 5 arrows in a round?
The first one's a double.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's a
she
lot of
loves
that
two
is
at a
a
time. Two at the same
that
time.
is a shit pot full
One
of arrows.
shot, 2 arrows.
Just
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So
Chart,
you have
chart,
everything.
So
Chart.
oh, let's do the chart for one. I guess I'll do the damage on all 5, or do I do damage on just the 4?
It
and not
doesn't
the 3?
matter.
Do
do
the
damage
on
on all
4.
5, and we're going to do the chart.
Muscle wound, max plus bonus, and 1d2 strength.
It
All right.
probably doesn't matter. 2d6 plus 22. Yeah, I haven't actually hit anything to do damage in a while. 1, 2, 3,
Hey, caramba.
4, 5.
And then another max damage for this part of the thing. So
Well,
what is
one of
max?
those is actually max.
So 12 plus 22 be 34.
34.
One
All
of them
right.
will be 34. The
All right. So
third one
yeah,
will-
he had 67 hit points left. So
That's
Ferrado's arrows go slamming into him, passing between Flashheart on the bed and the large hand, and just basically slam into him. Just boom, 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 boom. Suddenly he looks like that Viking in that one show when they
okay, but
landed.
he still has 2 strength damage too.
Yeah, he still has 2 strength damage. He lets out almost a cry of surprise as he looks down at all of these arrows sticking out of his body, and then he sort of falls to his knees and then falls forward, and you can hear the arrows breaking as his body falls on top of them, and he goes face down onto the floor.
Good audio detail.
His sword clangs off the stone floor, and his shield sort of wheels away a little bit, coming to rest against the stone wall of the hidden door.
Good night.
That's a Rastal 30.
Oh God.
All right, Ilindar.
Hurry up, Beldar. I got things to do.
Yeah, do I see anything threatening in that room?
No, you don't see anything else. Two dead bodies, and well, Flashheart standing on the bed is a little threatening.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's a threat I know. All right, well I'm gonna go over with my gloves.
Anybody else want to join
Start-
me? I'm the big
Start
spoon.
scooping the stone away from the door so it can be opened.
Okay, you're getting rid of the stone.
Yeah.
All right.
take
Hold on a second.
Take me probably a round or 2 to do that.
No. Well, you can dismiss it, right?
Yeah, I was
This
going
is
to
your
say,
spell.
can't you just dismiss it?
No.
Oh,
Stone
you have to
wall is a
scoop it.
permanent thing. Any kind of
It's a
wall
permanent-
spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you do it, it's done. So,
Okay.
but I've got the gloves that make it like mud.
Okay.
So I'm just going up and just along the seam of the door, just scraping the stone.
Okay.
away so it can.
Well, remember it had a knob and a pretty significant lock on this side.
Okay.
But yeah, it'll take you
I take
uh,
a couple rounds to.
it'll take a round or two to do it. We'll say 2 rounds.
Okay,
Uh,
that's what I'm doing.
Anything with Storm?
Storm's just waiting for something to attack.
well, you don't see any people attacking, or any enemies right now. You can, however, hear the storm continues to rage. Now that you've fallen out of combat, you could or well, that you're not actively combating anything. You can still hear the storm raging above. And we're gonna stay in turn order just to see, so everybody has a chance to do what they want to do. But right
Okay.
now you don't see any enemies.
Okay. Well, she's gonna stay in the hall because it's central and probably be keeping an eye on the stairs that she came down.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So round 25, you guys don't have any creatures attacking you right now, but you do have a treasury, and there's it's going to be a round or two before Ilindar can get the door open, but I think you're probably going to need Gatto's help to get to unlock that door, because it did look like it had a pretty staunch lock on it. On the other hand, the guy was trying to open the door, so maybe it's unlocked. All right, Gatto, what are you doing?
I'm gonna tell Flashheart to look and see if that guy grabbed his weapons and see if he had anything else valuable on him.
Are you asking the Holy Talon to loot the body?
To loot,
Gatto,
yes.
Gatto pauses motionless for just a moment. Did you see my message?
Oh. You do not hear anything.
Okay. I step in here.
Okay.
Bardos, you're in here also already. You didn't move your character, but I know you're in there. I'm gonna check that table with the gems on it
Okay.
for traps.
Okay, go for it. Okay.
It's just a 55.
55, yeah. So and that's the disabled, not for to check. But
Oh yeah, let me do a perception here. Because I don't perceive as well as I do that. So
Okay,
plus
34.
6, so 34.
So you don't see any traps. The table itself is exquisitely carved and probably is worth, frankly, as a piece of furniture, it's probably worth a couple of thousand gold pieces. That's how well done it is. It has these individual slots for these stones.
The individual slots are part of the table. It's
Part
not
of the
like a
table.
board sitting on the table. It's okay. It's part of the table.
It's part of the table. You do notice that there are a couple of empty slots. You suspect that there are 40 individual. A quick count. You can see that there are 40 individual sapphires, but there are 48 slots. So there are 8 little open areas where no sapphire exists. The sapphires themselves, interestingly, are all differently cut. So they're not like identical. Some are larger than others, but all of them radiate that magic. On a purely gemstone level, give me an appraise check.
Oh man. Okay.
I can do that too. 42.
Okay. 42. Wow. Okay. And a 17 for Gatto. So for somebody so acquisitive, you're not really as sure of the worth of things. Gatto, you could see, or Bardos, you could see these things as well. And on a purely gemstone level, probably the smallest one is probably worth as much as 10 grand. And there are ones that are much larger. The large ones, double that potentially. And there are 40 stones.
I'll tell Gatto, geez, these are probably worth a couple thousand gold.
Man, okay. Let's take it.
So you're guessing, so Bardos, your estimate is that each of these stones, depending on the size and quality, are worth between 10,000 and 20,000 gold pieces each, and there are 40 of them. Now they all radiate strong necromancy magic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, can I do like a knowledge arcana to see if I can figure out what they are?
You could try, yeah, absolutely.
One on a bender at the pub at Drezen.
33. So you're not super familiar with this kind of magic, but you're guessing that these particular stones, the way they were constructed and the magic that's coming off them, you suspect that they were created as repositories, similar but different from what might be used for the spell Magic Jar. So if you'll recall Magic Jar spell, you have a gemstone into which you throw your spirit, and then you can jump it into another body. In this case, you suspect that the magic involved here is similar, but it's not precisely the same.
Hmm.
Hey, Bardos.
The ultimate output is it's possible these gems contain spirits of some kind.
So maybe the dragon anyway. Right.
Bardos,
Yeah,
is it likely that we'll need access to these in short notice?
I have no idea. I'm not getting a feeling this is a suture, so I think this is something different. If it's trapped souls, I mean, this guy apparently has been killing people and trapping their souls in these things, I would guess. But I don't know.
Gato doesn't need to carry it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that you would need to carry it. I think they might be safely put away into the hole. Maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna throw these 40 gems into the hole.
Okay.
Um,
Just take the whole tabletop and put it in the hole.
that's
Well, it's
Well,
connected to
I
the rest
worry-
of the table.
I worry about throwing the whole table in there because I don't want to break it. We'll come back to the table if we need it. That
All
would
right, so-
basically what?
So you grab all the stones and toss them into the.
I basically grab the table, tip it sideways, dump it
Okay.
into the thing, and then put the table back down.
The table, when you grab it, you find it feels surprisingly light. And the stones are not fixed to the table in any way, and they do just roll right out with a tinkly gemstone, with the noise of money. Expensive. There's an expensive tinkle as they fall into the portable hole.
Golden showers.
Don't. Okay.
All right, that's what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing, and I'm telling Bardos to quickly appraise what he thinks might be a benefit in this room.
Okay.
Valuable or most beneficial.
All right, so if you take a quick look around, you can see a bunch of coins, all different kinds of things. There seems to be some sort of circlet on one table over there that has emeralds in it. Another nearby is a golden circlet, like a torque, with gemstones on it. There's a scimitar of elvish shape sitting in the corner. There's some sort of weird crossbow that you have never seen before. There's a lyre leaning up against the wall, and a rod, some sort of iron rod that's on a table, and some clothing, and other stuff, and bracers, plus a bunch of coins and gems.
Stop talking.
Yeah.
You're killing me.
All right,
My entire turn was taken up just
take it by
doing
mistake.
what I've done. So
Gotcha, but you kind of glance around. All right, Lothar. So you're looking on the damage wrought by Ferrato as the guy is face down on the floor with bits of broken arrows sort of scattered about in front of you, and Flashheart holding Radiance standing above him and saying something like that still only counts as one.
Well, they've gone through this door, right? This door right here, the one he was trying to go through.
No, they haven't. Ilindar is removing the wall of stone. Ilindar has some gloves that turn stone to mud and makes it malleable.
Okay.
And so right now what he's doing is he's clearing the stone wall away from the door so that it can be used.
So at this point, I don't know if that door connects to where Gatto is somewhere over here.
Okay. No, you don't.
So I'm going to call Astra to me, and I'm going to have her tell me how far was the black cloud, that the one that we assume is Khorramzedah. How fast was it moving, and what do you think will be the time it takes to get here?
Okay. So do you talk telepathically to Astrid, or do you just
No, I talk telepathically, or I can speak her language, either way.
the language of ravens? All right.
It
So
doesn't matter. She tells you 300 either way.
300.
No, she's not dumb.
But
Well,
she's
ravens, first of all, ravens are fairly smart, but
we've already established all birds just count everything as 300.
oh, okay.
She thinks that he's about a minute away,
Okay.
moving at the estimated. It's an estimated speed. It was difficult even for her to see because of the storm outside, but yeah, she would say probably less than a minute or less. He'll be here quick.
So I will let the others know that.
How many rounds are in a minute?
10.
10. So here's the thing. If we want to try and get out of here and go somewhere else, to get away from this dude, heal up, rest, spell up, whatever, and come back and go after him, we have a minute to make that decision.
Is he gonna fortify while we're gone, or are we gonna fortify ourselves more? Like, what's the better?
Well, I don't know, because
Yeah, I don't either.
the presumption would be that he was rested and fortified and ready to go.
Well,
Not
I meant
necessarily.
like gathering more forces around him.
Yeah. I don't know if it would be better to face him now or to wait, rest, get spells back, face him later. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
we have
no,
we
you're
have
right.
1 minute to make that decision.
Just Les hasn't mentioned it for a while, but remember this whole cliff face that we're standing on continues to crumble away, and I don't know if we're on the side of the cliff that's not going to crumble away, or if we went underground, so I don't see the seams on the ground anymore where the cliff is.
Right.
Well, you guys are definitely on safe ground.
Said the enemy.
Demon
So
Doug.
Just
That's-
saying.
That's kind of my point. If you want to get the hell out of here, I can plane shift. Bardos can teleport without error. And
I think it
we
might be
can,
good to find some ground we can fight from. I mean, this guy's like what, 80 feet tall or something?
He's bigger than us.
Yeah, he's big. Yeah, 60. Well, hold on. I might be able to tell you.
How many
What they
Fletchers?
say, the bigger they are, the harder they
Harder
hit.
they fall.
Yeah,
Yeah,
how-
he's
The harder they hit.
the
well,
harder
so-
they hit.
So here's
many
the problem with
Fletchers?
Balor's is they can shift size. But yeah, the last time you saw him, he was much bigger than Terendelev.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you wanna reset the battlefield to something other than this crumbly cliff,
Yes, let's do that.
we should probably go ahead and dump everything we can out of that treasure room and deal with figuring out what everything is later
Yeah,
and
I
get
grabbed
out of
the, go ahead.
and get out of here. Because we've got about a minute. And that's an estimation from a raven.
We still don't have the suture yet. I don't think.
Right.
Is it
Your
this
Raven
Yeah.
say, you have 1 minute, never more.
Yeah, nevermore.
I will, the Herald of Iomedae will deign to loot this body and throw it in a bag. Then let's get the heck out of here.
All right,
Got it.
so
Go
okay.
open up the door.
Well,
Okay.
Bardos makes a good point, though. We're not sure that we have the thing we need.
Is there,
you may have as
does
much as a
anybody-
minute to find it.
Right.
Do we,
so-
can we use knowledge to ascertain whether or not we have it? Like, can we do a knowledge check, all of us, to feel like is there anything that any of us could tap into that would potentially tell us whether or not we've got what we came for?
Would it be religionless?
I think, yeah, it would probably be a knowledge religion on Lothar and Flashheart's part, and a knowledge arcana on Bardos's part, or anybody else who can, or Ilindar can do that. I guess, yeah. I mean, if you feel like you have a knowledge skill, if anybody feels like they have a knowledge skill, I'd welcome. You can welcome. I'd welcome a roll.
Well, I don't have any commune spells or anything right now to try and get an answer because those are usually not helpful in combat.
Can we re-roll those of us who haven't taken advantage of Chuck's boon?
It elapsed.
Yeah, no, that's gone. If you
I
didn't use
rolled
it,
a-
that's already
Ah.
gone.
I rolled a pretty staggering score for my religion there. The best score I've rolled all night,
Might be clutch.
which is only half of what Barney's put up, but I'll take my numbers.
What
Whoa,
skill are we supposed to use?
what are you trying to show?
Whatever
Doug?
one you
Oh,
think is
you're-
That's
best.
the time. You
Whatever
had 20,
knowledge skill you
20
got.
seconds.
All right. So those of you who got more than a 30 would suspect that whatever the suture is, you don't think that you have it yet. One, you haven't really looted anything other than no loot has really presented itself to you in
Nope.
ways. And like Bardos
That's a
mentioned,
minute.
you may not know exactly what the suture is, but it feels like that if you found it, you would know what it is.
All right,
It
well,
seems
we
like
still have
something
one.
with that kind of powerful magic would
Do we know what all Gatto picked up? This is taking into consideration knowing what all Gatto's got in his pockets. Do we need to turn you upside down, Gatto?
No,
Ain't got
wait,
nothing.
wait, guys, we're missing something here. There's a door right in front of us we hadn't opened yet.
I just moved into that room. Illindor, have you got it cleared yet?
The room I'm standing in front of.
What door? I don't see where you went.
this door right here.
Well, yeah, we're waiting for Ilindar to clear that
That's
wall
what
of
I just
stone
asked.
off.
Illindar, have you cleared that out yet?
Mike's
You're
stepped
talking
away.
about-
Mike, are you on mute? Mike's on mute. Mike's not even at a desk.
Yeah.
They got Mike.
Yeah,
Alexa,
they got
order
Mike.
peanut M&Ms.
They got Mike. It was only a matter of time. You just had no security presence.
It's not Alexa.
Oh,
it's
he's
Echo.
safe.
Echo, order peanut M&Ms.
Leave us a note next time.
He's turning it off now.
Gatto's
It's
asking if you've
unplugged now.
looted this chest effectively or not. And then also, Gatto, there's a door over here you haven't gone in yet, I'm pretty sure.
What happened to your hair?
It's not permanent. It's for school tomorrow.
Okay, it looks nice. I was just teasing you.
Thank you.
My hair used to look like that.
Let's see. Let's see. Bring your hair. Oh,
It's
Nice.
that sounds like a permanent thing right there.
Yeah,
no,
really.
it's
All I can tell you is it feels gross.
it feels like you put too much hair gel. It's because it's a hair gel.
Because it's a temporary gel thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
My.
it'll wash out.
Yeah.
Huh. Fun. Good fun. Have fun.
I'm
Bye.
about to wear it
Why
to
are you
school
milking a cow?
I got to train her some good skills so when she gets older she can make some money. So
Oh, yeah. All right.
You think people will be milking cows when I'm older?
There's worse fates.
If you're lucky, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Night.
See you guys.
Bye.
Good night.
See you guys. Good night, guys.
Mike, have you cleared the door out of the way? Have you cleared
So
the
yeah,
stuff out the door?
I
Yeah.
moved forward two additional rounds, and
yeah, after 2 rounds, then yeah, I was
it
done.
is clear.
So you can come in and try and open it. You can leave that.
Yeah.
So I came in after the second round. He said, "Hey, Gatto," and I ran over there.
I said, "Hey, Gatto, could you?" And all of a sudden, click, and the door opens, and they're like, "Yeah, that."
He's coming out the other side of it at the time, stuffing his pockets.
Okay, 40 for looking for traps.
Okay. You don't see any traps on it. You also see that despite the appearance of what looked to be some pretty complicated locking mechanisms on here, it doesn't appear to be locked.
Okay, I'm gonna lock it
Okay.
with a
Perfect. Oh,
natural 20.
you've locked it. You've locked it in a way that it will be impossible to unlock except for you.
I open it.
You open it? Okay. You come in, you open the door on a strange sight.
For the
Right.
record, that's a 70 for disabled device.
That's pretty good.
That's
That's a solid score.
A strange sight. No judgment, no
Wait a
judgment.
minute. He came into Flash Art on the bed with radiance out, and you say this door is an odd sight.
Radiance wasn't the only weapon that was out.
One is for fighting, one is for fun.
So okay, so this room it's completely barren. And seems to be some sort of, I don't know, maybe a holding cell. There's blood on the floor, a fair amount of it, which means there's some bad things have happened in here. But the thing that you notice the most is there's a creature in here sort of sitting on the ground, and it kind of looks like this. It's short, it's squat, it's demonic. It looks like a lesser demon of some sorts. It's not very big, and it's just sort of sitting there. The one thing that you do notice about it is the
He skipped
multitude.
he skipped leg day a
That's
lot.
exactly what
Skip
I was
leg day.
thinking.
Leg day a
Somebody
lot,
skip leg
yes.
day.
The one thing that you notice about this creature is that the multitude of scars covering its body, and it looks like it's covering every inch of his body, and he's just covered in scar tissue. It looks like he might have been in some sort of explosion and somehow survived. But he's just covered in scars. He's just sitting on the ground, sort of like this, and when he looks up, and he's like, he's speaking Abyssal. And Gato, since you are quite fluent in that tongue, almost like it's your own natural language.
Yeah.
Almost.
Yeah. So you could hear you can hear the words, but they're not. I mean, you can understand the words, but it doesn't sound like they're making sense. He's just sort of, they're like random garbled words that he's just saying in Abyssal.
Are you
And
the
he's got-
Flayed Man?
The garbled words continue. He kind of looks at you with one sort of jaundiced black eye,
Right.
and kind of, and more like sort of garbled,
Okay.
Abyssal comes out, but it doesn't make any sense in relationship to the question that you asked him. I assume you asked him the question in Abyssal.
Yeah. Hey,
Okay.
Flash Heart.
Ask him why his legs are so small and his arms are so big.
Flash Heart, when
He
you
can- He can bench 8,000. He can squat 150.
I heard my name.
The legs,
Yeah,
you're right.
when
The
you-
legs
when you
look
cure
almost
people.
vestigial.
when
Can
you
I
cure
cure-
people, what mercies do you have? Can you cure insanity or
I don't think I have insanity. I mean, I cure a lot of things, but hang on a second.
Wait, you're asking a paladin to
Cure a demon?
cure a demon?
yes?
It's definitely a demonic presence.
Well, first of all, that wouldn't stop Flashheart. You guys have seen Flashheart in action multiple times trying to negotiate and talk evil down, but I don't think that would stop me. But I could certainly, I don't think I would mind if her herald stops in and does a little, personal counseling.
Lothar might be adding another page to the book.
Yeah.
Lothar, can you cure insanity or madness?
No.
As your guys are talking, it's sort
Tell
of
me
like,
about your mother.
as Flashheart gets closer, the creature begins to cringe backward in pain, and actually those little tiny legs, they don't work. So it sort of hand crawls its way across the room over to the other corner, it vomits prodigiously, and then sort of like is cowering away.
Apparently doesn't like holy or my
It's-
prettiness.
Most demons don't.
Yeah, it's not gonna like if I fly in the room either.
Yeah, but he seems fine with Gato. Interesting.
Not unexpected.
Tell
Okay,
me.
guys, you deal
Flashheart,
with this.
give
I'm
me
gonna
a-
look at this test here.
Flashheart,
sir.
give me a knowledge religion.
Another knowledge religion. The first one wasn't good enough. You probably the best roll I did all night, and you're like, Autos did triple that. Whatever. All right.
All right.
21.
This creature seems genuinely afraid of you. And it doesn't, I mean, it's obviously, as you're starting to think of this creature that looks like It's just a mass of scar tissue. It's vestigial legs. It's just sort of dragging itself around on them. It's obvious to you as you look at it. The legs don't work at all, and it's just sort of like clumping around. It's covered in vomit right now because of the initial as it crawled away. It vomited prodigiously all over you. But you're looking around. There's nothing else in this room.
Yeah, sir, there's got to be another way out. If he was trying to get in here, he was trying to escape.
Can we detect powerful magic? Because nothing else in this room. Could this be the suture guys? Why would Mr. Red kind of get in this room? This I doubt this is his pet.
Why would something be kept here?
Yep. Could it be transmogrified, shapeshifted? I don't know.
Check the blood.
I'm not Quincy. I don't have
The
that.
blood is demon blood, it looks like. Maybe this creature's blood. I mean, he's covered in scar tissue. And he's got some wounds on him, but most of the scars are old and healed.
God,
Badly
put him on your
healed,
back
but
like
old.
Luke Skywalker.
Bar-
And Yoda.
Bardos, keep scooping. I'm using the communication we have. Bardos, keep scooping that treasure in the hole.
Can we detect magic on this thing? I can detect. I can detect evil off him, right?
Oh, he's definitely evil.
So can we detect magic off him? I don't know if that's my in my.
Is that your?
You can't.
Yeah, usually a paladin.
Illidan's standing
Yeah.
right there.
Oh, Ilindar,
What do you want?
is this misshapen little creature super magical?
I can do detect magic.
Okay.
I mean,
He radiates an incredible amount of magic,
It does?
transformational magic, all kinds of. I mean, this is easily the most amount of magic, and it's mostly transformation and conjuration. This is easily the most amount of magical power you've ever seen coming off of anything.
yikes.
Probably see me cast a spell and then like shoot my eyes and take a step back. Holy,
Yeah.
Yeah,
this
I'm
is
gonna
it.
I'm gonna just move back just a little bit here. Hey, Gata, why don't you put him on your back like Yoda and Luke Skywalker and just run around with him like Master
Does
Blaster?
anybody have the ability to dispel illusion, or? I mean, maybe he's not even what he looks to be.
I can cast True Seeing, but it's one of my highest level spells, and I was kind of saving that for an emergency plane shift or something.
Mhm.
But I do
Yeah.
have True Seeing that I could cast.
Bardos, you don't have true seeing?
Might.
Did you have it on permanently?
I thought you
No,
did.
that's
So you
like
had him permanent.
He has see invisible.
you can see invisible permanently.
See,
No,
Gato.
I can do that, but I haven't done it yet. It was very expensive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. True
It's a
seeing
high-level
permanent
spell.
is very expensive.
Yeah, I do have it, but I think we probably need to concentrate on if we're going to try to get out of here. I think we need to take this thing with us and try to get out of here rather than trying to solve things like this right
I
now.
think our days getting out of here are over, but maybe not.
Well, as you guys are talking about this, you can hear from up on the top, upstairs, you hear a huge voice scream out, "I have found you, Optimus Primes, and now you will meet the doom you so richly desire. Come out and fight me if you dare." And you can hear this big boom as it sounds like two enormous Balor hands just slammed on the top of the roof of the building, because the building is shaking. The ground under, even though you guys are sort of in the basement, you're in the basement of this building. The ground that around you, that the walls are up against, are shaking.
Okay.
He's up there now.
So I've got 2 spells left of this spell level. And for me, it's True Seeing, Teleport Greater, which is without error, or Plane Shift. So if I use 1 for True Seeing, I've still got 1 left for Greater Teleport or Plane Shift. Which I'd rather do Greater Teleport since we're already on our home plane. I'd rather just teleport back to Drezen.
How about Carnivorous? That sounds nice this time of year.
And
I'm
I've-
just excited. Like, guys, you hear that? He's heard of us.
And I've still got plane shift. So
I still got stabbing things with radiance going. For
Yeah.
me, so Well,
So
first of all, let's get this guy out of here. So I'm open to suggestions. We've got a saddlebag to pop him in. I'd be picking him up, but I'm fairly confident I'm the wrong person to pick him up. Maybe if he's afraid of
He
me.
doesn't. Yeah, if you move even closer to him, he cowers away. So
What about
you know,
what
you know,
about
the
if I
first
walk in there?
if you walk in there, he
Yeah.
doesn't seem to have any problem with you as you approach him. Although he does seem, you know,
He
kind
wishes
of,
you had his hair.
you know, that kind of thing. He's talking in some sort of gibberish abyssal. It doesn't, like I said, if you understand abyssal too, I think,
Yep.
and
Yep.
yeah, the words don't make a ton of sense. They're just it's almost like random words he's just saying. So it's obvious that, well, if he's not insane, he's obviously debilitated in some way.
Let's get him out of here and then just figure out later, because this is what we came for. I'm fairly confident. But I don't know if this is the physical suture or something
So
else. Suture. I don't know.
so my greater teleport can take me and five creatures, which I think that's not enough for all of us.
No, it's not.
Not with all our.
Well, plus we got the extra guy.
I got another. I can do greater teleport too.
And that gets everybody.
So
Where
we
wanna
have
go.
we have enough greater teleports to get everyone out of here.
It sounds like Khorramzedah is currently ripping the roof off of the top of the building.
Okay, so I can take probably everybody in this room.
Where are you guys going?
I would
I
say,
guess greater teleport doesn't matter. You could go wherever you
Right.
want.
and we're gonna get there exactly. I would just say
Little guy,
the
little guy needs a shower. Maybe we
some
go.
main room and probably the entrance hall in Drezen.
Could
Well,
do that.
Gato said I couldn't leave until I got everything in the hole, so I gotta finish that.
What does he
That's what she
have on
said.
you, Bardos? What does he have on you? The question is, I'm pretty sure once we came here, we had to be here to stop a ritual, right? So we can't leave the city.
No, we have to be here to do a ritual.
Right.
So going back to Drezen is not going to work for us.
I can bring us back tomorrow
Right.
via the same spell.
Or
Does that work for you,
we-
Khorramzedah, if we come back tomorrow? What's your calendar look like?
Tell you what, we're gonna have our people contact your people, and then
We'll schedule something.
we'll make something happen.
we've already scouted all the places we need to be. So we can teleport without error
Yeah,
right
that's
outside-
why, and that's why
to right
I did
outside
the
Khorramzedah's
fly.
tower.
Yeah, let's do that. Make him come back to the tower.
Yeah.
Sucker. What are you doing way over there?
But we could also teleport away, rest, regain everything, then teleport back to
Okay.
I checked with Iomade. Is that going to work for you, boss?
to set
I leave
where
and
we
come
want
back.
the battlefield to be.
Yeah.
Could do.
And we need the suture thing for whatever ritual we're going to try and perform after we destroy the Balor, if we're successful at that.
Right.
So
I mean, we got to get out of here. So,
So Lothar, why don't you go to the other room with
Bardos.
Bardos, and then I can grab everyone else in this room with me.
That leaves Ferrado, Astrid, Lothar, and Bardos.
Like I said, I can do 5 people besides myself.
Does that include
Where's-
familiars?
where's Bardos?
He's in the treasure room, still raking stuff in because he's afraid of Gato.
He's got one of those little
Uh,
coal shovels, that they pull in old trains.
Well, there's Bardos. Okay, so I'll move over into here with Bardos.
It sounds like that the building is coming down, and you're pretty sure another piece of the cliff fell away.
Yeah.
Right. So
Let's go.
as soon as he gets over there, then I cast the spell.
Marines,
right.
we are leaving.
All right,
Leaving. What a good idea.
I just watched that movie the other day. Looking great. All right. So you guys, let me get this straight. All right. So Ilendar, you're taking, so you guys agree, you guys are all going back to Drezen?
Yeah,
Okay.
the main hall in Dresden.
The main hall in Drezen, not back to the demonic brothel.
No.
Just an idea. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
We can at least ask was the Sword of Valor or whatever at Drezen what this guy is, maybe.
I'm pretty sure there's a page in that book that says you're not allowed to teleport to demonic brothels. I'm pretty sure.
I didn't say we're going to the demonic brothel. I'm saying that's the Sword of Valor.
All right. So Ilendar, who are you taking with you?
Taking the people that are close to me right now.
All right. So Gato, Flashheart, Storm, and the creature.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. And so you're teleporting back to Drezen, like the main hall in
Dresden
Drezen Fortress. Okay.
And then Bardos will take Lothar, Astrid, and Ferrado.
Okay.
I want to see. Are you going to make a P check when we
Les,
get back?
you got my
when we
last
teleport
one?
Back?
Got it.
Les, are you going to make a P check for the poor citizens of Drezen when we just appear in the main hall? With the...
Okay, they've
Well,
got to be used to us doing this.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
kind of used to it, but yeah, I mean, yeah. So okay, so Ilendar, you and
P-check.
Bardos, you guys both a P check. They're back.
That should be on everyone's character sheet. This is my P check.
This is my P
To
check.
see if
Something
I
happens.
to see if I piddle or
Just a little.
not. Yeah.
Oh, I did when I opened that one door.
All right, so you guys get next to each other. Ilendar, you actually don't have any real problems reaching out to the creature. It's pretty disgusting because he's covered in with now. When Flashheart came close to him, he vomited, so he's covered in. He's got like demon vomit all over his chest and belly. And he tried to sort of
Don't
like
touch that part.
yeah, don't touch that part. But as he
Wait a
tried,
minute.
as you go ahead.
Hang on a second. There's a ward around Drezen.
Only for
Are there
yeah,
for demons? So you're gonna have to teleport.
that's right.
To the
We're gonna
property.
teleport to 10 miles out.
Yeah, the property out in front of it because he
Yeah.
can't go there.
That's right. Even though I'm the one doing the teleport,
Yeah.
it would
Yeah,
still be him coming in. So
Right.
Oh. So I hear him yell from the other room, "Hey, not in Dresden. Go to the
Right.
Mid teleport.
go out front."
There are several places in outside of Drezen that you guys would be familiar with. It wouldn't take me
Right. So yeah,
couple
it
of-
just
couple
takes
of
us a second or
moments.
two to call back and forth, and we're say, "Okay, we're going there,"
Right.
and then we can all hitch a ride on Storm to get a ride back.
Right.
Okay. All right. So you guys
So-
make that arrangement.
Last minute
You-
change, jump there, and then we all board Storm.
Yeah. If anything, as you guys are preparing to leave, you can hear Khorramzedah literally tearing the building, the upper floor apart. And the ceiling where you guys are is beginning to crumble. So you
Crashing
suspect that in addition, there seems to be an earthquake happening because the walls are rumbling, and your guess is that this building is going to be rubble very quickly when you guys tap out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say to Ilendar, as a paladin, I am immune to fear, but so we can,
But if you
we
can
get
cast
out
that spell a little
anytime soon?
faster,
Let's not push it.
But,
Can we,
but not
can we
im-
take
but
this
not
up a little
immune to
bit?
brown pants.
It's looking at me,
My P
Ray.
check. I didn't make that last P
It's
check.
looking at that, right?
All right, so you guys in two groups materialize out in the sort of the blasted lands 10 miles from Drezen. You can see in the distance, well, no, you can't, because the curvature of the earth only allows for 8 miles of straight line sight. So but you guys know
So
where
not
you
the
are.
Earth.
Well, it's kind of Earth-like. It's Earth size.
Mhm.
Maybe it's 9 miles here. You don't know. All right, go ahead.
You're still 10 miles from Drezen.
He's the
But yeah,
he's the
Put it in
okayest
leagues so
DM.
nobody knows.
yeah. So you guys are going back back home essentially, and yeah, you guys find yourselves back outside. You're outside the demonic area. There are regions out in this area where battles have taken place and things of that nature, but this is a fairly clear area where there's no hassles. It's nighttime, so the desert, the the area is cooler. The temperatures have been beginning to drop quite significantly in the evenings as autumn is in full swing. So it's a bit chilly. The creature that you've brought with you, once Bardos gets a look at it, Bardos, you seem absolutely 100% sure that this is the Suture. The scars you suspect, and Lothar too, you as well, feel the same thing. Both of you guys sort of look at each other when you see the creature and be like, "Yep, that's him." Your guess is that this was some sort of demon who was accidentally present at the creation of the world wound and subsequently was infused with all this power. When you guys Bardos, when you look at this creature, I mean, the amount of magic coming out of it is almost off the charts. You have never seen anything with this much magic in it, and you can tell that the magic itself has warped him. It might account for the fact that he can't really speak effectively. The legs are almost vestigial. They're so warped and twisted. He certainly doesn't use them to thing. Once you guys reach your destination and teleport, it begins sort of trying to crawl off away from the main group, especially away from Lothar and Flashheart, and to a lesser extent Ferrado. It doesn't like Ferrado either. The rest of you it can tolerate, but you get the impression that it's thinking whatever this is about, it doesn't want any piece of, and it's sort of crawling away. It can't move very fast. Certainly you take a few long steps and you could be right next to it again, but it does start trying to crawl across the sand away from you to find the soil and as try and crawl away. And stuff sticking to it and that kind of thing. It's just gross.
So when we get out here, I'm going to cast True Seeing. What does this thing look like?
It is so if you cast True Seeing and you look at it, it looks like it looks. As a creature, the creature itself is real, and is probably some sort of dretch, a very low level kind of demon. But you can see True Seeing will also show you that within the creature and throughout the creature is some sort of power, and it's like the best way I could explain it is it looks like a battery to modernize. Obviously it doesn't look still like that, but it's like an overcharged battery. Like the power inside it is so vast that it's destroying the creature by, because the creature is sort of limiting it, right? It forms a barrier, and due to that, it's sort of holding all that power inside it, and it's destroying inside the creature itself. So dretches are not, they're not.
No, they're low level.
Yeah, but they're not also functioning organisms in many ways, right? They're sort of infused masses of crap, and this one's no exception. I mean, dretches are, if I recall, sort of demonic lore correctly, dretches are sort of where the souls and spirits of evil creatures are harbored first, right? There's the great.
That's where they start.
It's the
Yeah,
first
that's
thing
they try to.
That's their paper hat trainee body.
Yeah, exactly. When you're a new demon, when you're new at demon school, you start out at the dretch level. But yeah, but dretches as creatures are largely empty repositories anyway, which get infused by various means. This one has been infused by an enormous amount of power, far more than any now dead soul would ever contain. This is a unimaginable power. It's like somebody put a nuclear weapon in a sandwich.
I did that last weekend.
Yeah, that'll happen. It happens. It's happened to all of us at one point.
Called a chalupa.
But yeah, I mean that's the kind of it's a
burrito.
but that's the kind of sort of mismatch of power and container that you would see. I mean, you're talking about like Khorramzedah level power contained in this very twisted, very sort of poorly made flesh, abyssal flesh.
Okay.
Now, when I say Khorramzedah level power, I'm talking about like the raw power that a Balor would have.
Right.
It doesn't necessarily mean that this creature can exercise that power. If anything,
No.
it gives off no indication of being able to use any of the power that's infused within it. But your
Yes.
guess is that this is the Suture. In the meantime, it's sort of crawling away and muttering it to itself, and occasionally it emits a little demon pee.
Okay.
So
Well,
it's like all dretches, it's disgusting. You don't want to be around it. But this one
you kind of have to.
is sort of enormous. And not only that, but if it is indeed the Suture, and you believe it is, you have to bring it back with you.
Right.
Yeah.
It's got to be present.
So we need to contain it.
Cast clean on
Neat
it.
container, yeah. Okay.
What would you say, Gordon?
I'm gonna cast clean on it just to, so it doesn't stink.
I
Oh
appreciate
yeah,
that.
just remove the fecal matter and dried vomit and stuff like that off into blood. Okay. Yeah, it looks, I mean, it's clean. It's still disgusting. It's a dretch. So
Yeah.
even cleaned, they're horrible little creatures. But yeah, that works.
Okay, so now we've got all the pieces we need to close this.
Right.
But if we go take on the Balor, that will actually throw the whole city in disarray, so we will have an easier time doing this ritual.
Right.
So that our next step is rest tonight, and then tomorrow morning
Yeah. Try to go
So,
back and
reschedule our lunch date with the Balor.
So
Right.
do you want to continue on towards Drezen on foot?
Yeah.
I don't
we
think
have
we-
to-
I don't
Storm's
think
gonna
we
fly
need to
us
go
there.
to.
Can't you
Well,
enlarge Storm and take us
why,
all?
why would we need to go to Drezen?
To rest up.
To rest and
Consult,
our own
I wanted to
beds.
consult the Sword of Valor if possible.
And then, yeah, just kind of let them know, okay, all hell's about to break loose. If
We're
we don't
leaving
come back-
tomorrow.
we don't come back, this is what we're doing, this is what we're trying.
Well, see, here's the
I
thing.
leave my Sky Whale to,
Right, exactly.
I think the Balor will be able to follow us.
He can't teleport into Drezen.
No, but if he can teleport 10 miles out and fly to Drezen, same as you're talking about doing for us.
Right.
I mean, doesn't that?
Well, if you
doesn't
want,
that do us
I'd
a
actually
favor?
like him to do that, because I would love to have an army of all kinds of paladins and all kinds of people on our side while we fight this thing.
Okay.
It's
He's
up to you
super-
guys whether or not you walk or you go to Drezen or not. I think
I'm just thinking for a safe place to rest while we get spells for the next day. Like I said, and just kind of give them an update. This is what we did. This is what we're doing. And then we head back tomorrow morning, and like
Yeah.
I said,
And see,
Or
I
like
was
they-
thinking we should go to a different plane and rest where he wouldn't find it so easy to find us. Like a,
Drezen's, like I said, got
like
the
a-
whole army there.
like a pocket plane.
I mean, we can still do Ferrado's pocket plane thing that she does.
Oh, yeah, we can, anywhere we want.
That's what I'm talking about. Do a pocket plane where we couldn't be found and he doesn't come to destroy Drezen in his rage. We disappear off his radar and then show back up tomorrow.
I mean, to that end, we could do what damage we could do right now and do that whenever we want. I mean, that's just a spell that we could let off whenever we want, if we want to try and go for it.
Well, yeah. I was just thinking we'd be better off to go back fully fueled. But
Right.
It wouldn't hurt
didn't-
Ferrado. Would be a
we
good thing
didn't-
for her.
yeah, we didn't necessarily need to put anyone else at risk in the interim for our rest.
But we're gonna end this thing, and I'd rather us be safe tonight and ready to go waste him
No, I agree.
than take a chance of, yeah, we do this on a pocket plane and there's a rope sticking out somewhere, and somehow he finds that little rope. And then it's us unprepared, less spells, and no backup, and
Okay.
we're sleeping. I'm thinking if this guy had the power to single-handedly wipe out Drezen, he would have done it already. Because that's a significant thorn in their side.
No. Like I said, I'm good with that.
Mhm,
The whole
right.
thing was rest safely,
Yep.
not put anybody else in danger.
This will
Have
give
s-
Bardos a chance to look at all the other items that are in that treasure vault.
Right, have all our spells and all our stuff ready to go and maximize before we face this big baddie. So
Mhm.
would,
Yes.
however that happens, if you think going to Drezen, and to Matt's point, if he thinks being able to consult the sword might be
Unless I send you a
helpful,
final note.
Yep, saw it.
then I'm fine with that.
Mhm.
I got no better ideas. I'm glad we grabbed a little dude here, but we'd probably give him a name so we don't call him little dude. What are we gonna call him? Skippy something?
Can we take him there?
What's
I
that?
mean, can we take this dretch there? We're not teleporting into it. But
Right, we could, yeah, he's gonna go with us into Dresden.
You
or
can't
wherever.
teleport in there, but we can teleport outside.
I
we
would,
can drag him in there and that
I
surpasses
would
the
remind you
barrier.
of the multiple times that demons have been wandering the halls of Drezen.
Right.
Okay. Well, that was before the Sword of Valor was put back.
Well,
but
then
Well,
last
Ruchele
week-
is technically a
last week.
demon, right? And she
Yeah,
lives in
Ruchele.
Dresden. Yeah.
Yeah, and also, like 2 weeks ago when they
that's
attacked us.
why Ilendar wants to go back to Dresden. So
Okay, shut up.
Yeah.
Because his little chickie is there, and he hadn't been laid in a while. Now I get it. Fine. If you come out
It's a
7
booty
levels,
call.
if you come out 7 levels lower, screw you.
So worth it.
It's so worth it. I can do one single magic missile per day, but
Yeah.
it was so worth it.
And then you die horribly. Now I get it. He just wants his booty call.
Sure, let's go with that.
All right. So what's the plan? Are you guys walking to Drezen?
Or flying to Dresden.
Yeah, Storm can fly us
Oh,
there.
flying.
On
Yeah. Okay. Storm. I forgot
on
about Storm.
Storm.
Okay.
How can you forget the dragon? The one dragon we have as part of our party. The dragon that has been with us since day one.
Otto
Once,
just
once
got
we
the
get to
crap beat out of him.
Dresden, we're making sure that Bardos can check all the items.
Oh yeah,
Ouch.
There were 2 more, by the way. There we go.
one more to grow on. There you go.
There you go.
Oh my.
Sorry, it's been a
Ow, that was
while.
one too many.
That was one too many.
Oh, my bad.
It was turning to rawhide there.
Dragon. Sorry, just making up the difference.
All right, now we're even.
All right, so you guys saddle up. How are you going to carry this guy? So the sorry, I did that on accident.
This is our party's theme music. This is how every combat feels.
Yeah.
All right, so the little dude.
We'll just tie him into one of the saddles. There's 2 saddles on the
Yeah.
back of
So here's
one.
the problem. His legs, such as they are vestigial. They don't work, and they are much smaller than normal legs for a creature this size would be.
Right.
The
Right.
problem is you have to strap down his sort of portly torso.
We'll tie around his torso and just tie it to the.
All right, or just tie him onto the legs and drag him around back behind. He doesn't.
We
I
don't care.
mean, he doesn't. I mean, I wouldn't say that he's
Mm.
indestructible. But it looks like, I mean, he was kept in that room, and it looks like that the filleted man beat up on him on a regular basis. So I don't know.
I mean, what we can do is we can put him in the front saddle seat. We can put at this stage probably, well, definitely Flashheart's our strongest person. We can put him in the saddle behind him, so we can kind of
Just hold on to him, kind
hold
of
him
thing.
there.
Okay.
And the rest of us just do the whole helicopter, rope on the side and just kind of hang
Yeah.
on.
Okay. Cool. So, yeah, you guys easily take off, and it's not very long before you guys make it to the city of Drezen, which, as you remember, I mean, you've only left a couple of days ago. It's much as you left it. It looks peaceful. Most of the town is sort of shut down, for the day. It is, closing in on the middle of the night. But you were able to fly in pretty easily. In fact, some of the fort guards, they do have people watching the skies for rocks and things of that nature. So you know, you get they recognize you pretty quickly. You did at one point you do see a team of dwarves with a large ballistas kind of like, you know, wheel and you know, after you guys are spotted, but then they recognize that it's you
And then
guys.
Storm just looks at him and is like, really?
Well, they did. I mean, you can't tell Storm. I mean, you can't tell for sure it's Storm. It's nighttime. You know, they're doing their best, and they're on guard, so they sort of like wave
No.
as you guys fly over them.
Yeah.
This is how I imagine it is. We left like 2 days ago. Like, look, this is the world is the fate of the world is on our shoulders. Either we're gonna save the world or we're gonna die trying. So here we come back into the gates. They're like, they saved the world, guys! Bring out the confetti.
They're like, wait, not
They
yet.
have free drinks for everyone. Like, hey, whoa, whoa, whoa.
We're not done yet.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, and you land
Break
on
though.
you land on top of the fortress. There's areas, you know, up there that you've historically used, and you know, as you do, you hear people coming up the stairs, and you know, and they're cheerful. They're like, "How goes the fight? Is it over? You know, what is going on? You know, are you okay? What's that?"
This
Yeah.
is our
Ew.
friend.
Well,
They're looking at the little
Ew.
dude.
This is our
Is
new
that a
friend.
souvenir?
Yeah, we need a cage for him.
It's an aftermarket for the Sky Whale.
Yeah. After
All right, so you can, I mean, they can scare up a cage. It'll take a few minutes. But even
Yeah.
you know, after it's not too many minutes when both Ruchelet and the lady who's in charge, whose name escapes me. Hold on a second.
Golfray?
Huh?
Articula?
No.
Golfray? Is it Queen Golfray?
Not Queen Golfray, but
She's
the lady
not
who's in
here.
charge here.
Oh,
Tirabeth?
Tirabeth. So
Tirabeth.
Tirabeth, yeah, she comes out. You could tell that she was sleeping, and but she comes out and she's like, it's fortunate that you're here. We were going to try and contact you. We have information that might be of value to you. Why are you back?
We came back for the information that you might have that it's of value to us.
That's what we came back.
Yeah, that's
And by the way,
that's the ticket.
And by the way, I doubt it, but there's a slight chance there's like a huge Balor that might be pissed
That
off.
might
at
be on the
all of us.
way.
So you might want to up the security tonight, just for tonight.
Well, the city of is quite far away from
Right.
Drezen. So I mean, it's likely that Balors have you know, have powers, but if we look at the map, you know, Drezen is way up here and is way down here.
Right.
So you know, that's kind of a haul.
Yeah.
You know, considering much
But
bigger.
yeah,
I'm not,
don't think he's going to do anything. But
yeah, it's
We did
a couple
kinda
hundred
piss him off.
miles. But yeah, and the other side of that coin is he potentially doesn't know where you guys went.
right.
right.
So he's there now. I had so I did not so I'll be blunt. I did not expect you guys to go back to Drezen.
Nah.
So I cooked up a page for when they reached out to you with the information, and it looks like this. So this is the city of Is. And then what was going to happen is that they were going to appear in a magical ball
Okay.
to come talk to you guys. So I'm going to leave this here as because I went to all the time of making this.
It is
And
pretty cool.
It
It
is
looks awesome.
beautiful.
thanks. It's you know, a sphere. So basically, they bring you down and they wake up everybody and they said, "Look, Galfrey's been here. She's back in the south right now, but we've had our guys sort of working on things to try and find out because we didn't know the location of you know, the World Wound place and stuff like that, where you had to do the things. But we do have some more information, and we've been reading our copy of the Lexicon of Paradox." But what we've learned is that it's still, even with the lexicon, even with the suture, you have to be in the right place, and it's going to be a difficult thing. The ritual, so a couple of things are going to have to happen. So first and foremost, essentially to close the world wound, we'll meta here for a second. To close the world wound requires, first of all, you have to have one person who's in charge, and they're going to be the ones who will read from the lexicon of paradox and conduct the ritual itself.
It's not
So
gonna be
one person
Shada.
has to do that. Then what they tell you is that Galfrey has basically figured out that the ritual itself requires at least 4 people and who are skilled in at least one of the following areas: disable device, knowledge planes, linguistics, perception, spellcraft, and use magic device. So those are the
Say those
skills.
again? Can you say them again?
Yeah, it's disable device,
Yeah.
knowledge planes, linguistics, perception, spellcraft, and use magic device. Basically, what's got to happen is
that a skill
while the
challenge?
ritual is taking place, there are going to be a series of simultaneous skill checks. So yeah, it's kind of a skill challenge.
Yeah, it's a skill challenge.
No, I love me a skill challenge.
One of the participants must carry the lexicon of paradox and lead the ritual.
Those of you who missed it, one of Les's, in my opinion, greatest skill challenges is us shooting cute animals on a target board. You know,
That was a lot of fun.
For the amusement of giant jellyfish.
That was truly disheartening.
It was hilarious. I think Dan was the most disturbed by it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are more things that you can do to help. Yes, Don.
I was volunteering to be the leader.
Oh, okay. That's up to you and your party mates. I cannot declare you leader. So the thing is, the place where you have to be to conduct the ritual is a place called Threshold. And it's essentially in Is, and I'm going to go ahead and go over to the Is map.
Can any of us do any of the skills more than once? Like if there's 2 skills someone's good at, can they do 2 skills? Or
Sure.
does it have to be a different person? Okay.
So you guys remember where the Soul Foundry was? This is was right about here. Hold on. Whoops. Hey, stop it.
Didn't
Sorry.
do it. He's not sorry, by the way.
I'm not sorry. Okay. So the Soul Foundry is here. Okay. Oh, fuck. Why not just put every goddamn thing that I put on the GM layer back on the thing? Fuck's sake. Hold on. Let me get some of the trash out of the way for you. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Just to take some time, I can start rolling a.
All right. So there's the Soul. Jesus. Okay. All right. So there's the Soul Foundry. There was Khorramzedah's Palace. This is about 1.5 miles, 2 miles away. The threshold is on the other side of Khorramzedah's Palace. Here. God damn it!
I see a square.
Okay. So
Please, we're being recorded.
I know. And for those of you who are watching this recording, my irritation is legit, and it's fucking pissing me off. So, all right. So the threshold is there. So threshold is essentially the place where the world wound began. And what they've done, they found out through some other types of spying while you guys were in the city, is that there is a fortress attached to the side of the cliff wall in which the location of the spot where you guys need to go to perform the ritual is inside that fortress.
Okay.
And the fortress is called the place where the world wound opened up from is called Threshold, and the fortress itself is called Threshold. It is so there's a couple of things that'll help in finishing things off. One is killing Mr. Santamora, Khorramzedah, and Arila Vorlash. We have reason to believe that Arila Vorlash is now either giving orders to or assisting Khorramzedah. If you could kill her, that would be good too. Otherwise, there are also we have learned a little bit about Threshold itself. There are places inside the fortress that waver between both the abyss and the prime material plane. If you can cast dimensional lock on those places, you can make it easier to conduct the ritual and close the portal. They have to be put in places where the planar energies inside the tower are particularly powerful. Anywhere detect magic means shows overwhelming conjuration magic. We suspect there are at least 2 and potentially as many as 6 of these locations. All right. You also have the Nihydrian chisel, which you can use. It functions essentially as a mage's disjunction while you're doing the ritual, and you will bring your copy of the Lexicon of Paradox with you. We're not sure how exactly the suture works, but it will definitely provide a large bonus. Basically, it works like this. Hold on, and I'll tell you as we get through there. I got to scroll down a bit. But the Fortress of Threshold basically holds the spot where you guys need to do the thing. So basically, one character. So there's several stages to the ritual. Basically, it works like this. The first stage is preparation. You have one character who's going to lead the ritual by reading several passages out of the lexicon. That character must be able to read Abyssal, Aklo, Druidic, and Thessalonian if possible, or be under the spell of a comprehend languages spell. The preparation ritual requires concentration from that person and requires 6 minutes. At the end of each minute, the reader must succeed at a DC 25 will save or take 1d4 points of wisdom damage as the contents of the Lexicon of Paradox slowly drive them mad. So whoever is going to lead the ritual needs to have a pretty good will save. Casting spells like that wisdom damage can be remedied by casting restoration on the reader, just to make sure that it doesn't collapse from wisdom damage beforehand. Okay. At this point, the person who is leading the ritual has to name all the others who are going to aid in the ritual as either primary or secondary participants. Once the preparation begins, reality will start to bend, and everybody in the likelihood is that it will alert everyone in Threshold, and who will begin to converge on the site to try and stop it. And stage 2 is you have to invoke the ritual. After the preparation begins, you have to focus energy, the spiritual energy, your individual spiritual energies onto the world wound itself. You would do that by, on one hand, disable device. The character who is using that would visualize the world wound as an immense trap that they can dismantle by pulling just the right spheres of power from it until it collapses on itself. Knowledge planes, perception, or spellcraft, the characters would observe the magical pathways along which the world wound's energies travel and can inform the other participants where the weakest links are. Linguistics can help the ritual leader by helping to interpret more of the maddening inscriptions of the lexicon. By doing magic or smiting, a character can cast a spell with a lawful or good descriptor directly into the world wound, or use smite evil or smite chaos to make a physical attack on the world wound in an attempt to destroy it. And use magic device, the character doing this can unravel the world wound's anchors and try to cast it magically adrift. Once you guys decide how to focus your energies, then you attempt the appropriate skill checks. If you're using a spell, you attempt a concentration check or a caster level check to penetrate spell resistance. If you're smiting, you make an attack roll. If you succeed, you get 1 closure point. If you fail, no closure point is generated, and you get 1d4 negative levels as a portion of your soul is drawn into the world wound. You get a Fortitude DC there to avoid that of DC 30. It's a DC 30 fort save to avoid the 1d4 negative levels. Once you get 4 closure points, you can move on to stage 3. Otherwise, you have to restart the ritual from the beginning, which meaning the 6-minute period in which the preparation has to be done. Okay. Here's where it gets complicated. The DC that you need to get is 100. To get you have to do a caster level check, a smite attack, or a DC check of 100 to damage the world wound and get a closure point. This is going to be incredibly difficult. Once you have accumulated the 4 closure points, the orange glow in the vortex goes out for a moment, and the lexicon of paradox must then be thrown into the vortex. If it is not thrown into the vortex within 1 round, the world wound will return to normal. And you have to restart the ritual. Once it's located, no one is really sure what happens then.
It's never been done.
It's never been done before.
So what are the ways we get closure points?
So disable device, knowledge planes, perception or spellcraft, linguistics, casting spells or smiting, or using magic devices. But the DC check for those is 100.
So that's the
Okay, it's combined 100.
Even with his amazing skill, that's statistically impossible for all of us.
You can work together. It's additive.
No, it's okay. It's a combined 100 using how many? Do we use 4 at a time, or how many can we use at a time?
It depends on who has the same skill. So example, if you're using magic device, right?
Uh-huh.
You can have as many people as have that to do that thing. The problem is, so say you have 3 people who are doing use magic device. It's additive. So one gets a 33, the other one gets a 50, the other one gets a 20. That's more than 100. It's a success. The problem is all of these things happen at the same time. So one person can only contribute to 1 closure point.
So can I read this back to you, this?
Yes.
We gotta get to threshold. We got to get as foresters the threshold, find the spot. On the way, kill Vorlesh and Khorramzedah. There's 2 to 6 dimensional locks that we need to disable.
Well, those will help. Yeah, it'll help it'll help you.
And then wielding the chisel and the lexicon of paradox, we're going to go into the ritual. And then if we have the suture, that'll provide a big bonus.
Right.
And you're going to want fries with that, Les?
Yes,
Okay.
I do like fries.
And then for phase 1 here, stage 1, one character has to read from the lexicon for 6 minutes in the ritual. Everyone else can help aid in the ritual. And then step 2, begin the ritual, which is basically a big disable device, which I'm assuming Gato is going to be best at. And success equals 1 closure point. And we need 4 of those, but it's a DC 100. And then we have to talk the lexicon into the wound within 1 round.
Right. Once you get 4 closure points, the world wound will change, and you have to throw the paradox. You have to literally throw the book into the changed world wound. You're not sure what happens after that, but that's the steps that you need. Now, there are other things that can reduce the 100. Okay. Each dimensional lock that you place on the right spots in threshold will reduce all of the DCs by 4. So it takes it down to a 96. If Mistress Anamora is slain, and she already is, it reduces it another 4, each DC. If you use the Nihydrian Chisel, another -4. If you slay Khorramzedah, -6. If you slay Irilu Vorlesh, -10. Having the Suture there, another -10. So right now, that 100 has already been reduced. If you bring the Suture,
if you do everything,
the Suture and chisel,
it's all has already been reduced by 18. So now the DCs are 82. Wait, 18? So Suture is 10.
More
82.
than
Mr. Santamora is 4. The chisel is 4. So yeah, 18. So you're down to 82
but you
DC.
said Khorramzedah is 6 and Vorlesh is 10,
Correct.
right? And the dimensional locks are 4, chisel's 4. So that's 16, 24. Is that 24? I didn't get that first person.
16. So
didn't
they
get Mr.
believe there are at least 2, and maybe as many as 6 dimensional locks, and it's -4 for each one that you find
Oh, okay.
and
I
that
see. So that's
dimensional lock.
actually bring
Hey,
it down.
Les, can we get this like after the session, like in an email that kind
Yeah,
of spells
absolutely.
out all the different things and what the minuses are?
And then, guys, then we take it offline away from less, and then we min-max the to victory.
Can we get several dimensional anchor scrolls?
Yes, we've already prepared them. We've prepared 8
Okay,
that you can take with you.
so we don't have to memorize that at least.
Right.
And then
Here's the
so
bad
it's
parts.
it's each round we have to do a DC of 100, right?
Yes.
Each check, yeah, is starts at 100.
But
Right. But we don't have to do 4 checks in one round.
Yes, you do.
you do. It's got to all be done. So that's why people can't. We can't all do the disabled device check and then all do the linguistics check and then
You have
all.
to
Right,
decide
everyone
who's
does-
going to do what.
Everyone does one, and
And we
oh
hope
man,
that they make it with
okay.
all the
Yeah,
negatives.
we definitely
for
need to
those-
kill the other 2 people just to make this.
Yeah, we
possible.
need about
So
80
for those of you,
restoration scrolls.
so for those of you, yeah. So I mean, for those of you, so you have the whole round. It's one round, but you have the whole round. So like, if you're doing a smite evil on the world wound with radiance, you can do a full round attack.
Will Doug
Same
be
for
taxing
spells.
the
If you
time?
can,
Is that a
if
minus?
there is a spell that you want to do to try and destroy the world wound, you can do, as long as it's not a multi-round spell, you can do that.
And at that, they just need to make 100 points of damage.
In this case, a character can cast a spell with lawful descriptor directly into the whirlwind. So they have to have lawful or good descriptors, or use smite evil to make a physical attack on a whirlwind attempt to destroy it. So yes, it would be the damage would have to exceed 100.
Or whatever the DC is when we get all set and everything. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, I'll send this to an emails for everybody.
Okay. Guys, I really think we needed to defeat those other 2 people before we try it, just to get the DC down as low as possible.
Well, they don't know where Khorramzedah is, but reportedly Arilu Vorlesh is in Fortress or Threshold. I mean,
Okay.
And Khorramzedah just recently was at the Soul Foundry.
Yep.
So he will
Khorramzedah
likely
be wherever we are because he'll come.
he will likely go back to his palace.
well, he was in the process of destroying the Soul Foundry.
Right, looking
So
for
it
us.
might it's doubtful that it'll even be there. And it was on the edge of that cliff. It's probably that cliff is gone now too.
Right.
Right,
But I mean,
'cause
when we come back into town, he will look for us and hunt us down anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. Or be called well, now he's got a pretty good idea of what you guys are doing. Now that you've got
Right.
the suture, he knows the plan.
Right.
Which means likelihood is he may know that you guys have to. I mean, certainly he knows that if you guys have the suture, your aims are to close the world wound. Because remember, it's expanding. The magic in it is growing wilder and it's expanding. So, and he wants that to happen. So he's probably going to, if he knows, I mean, he's probably not hunting you. He's probably waiting for you because he knows that you guys have to go into threshold
The threshold.
to get to the place to do the lexicon. Otherwise, there's no reason for you guys to want the suture.
Right.
They know the power that creature has. Yeah. So he's probably in threshold with a Relu.
You mean Skippy?
Skippy, is that what we're calling him?
That's his placeholder name until he come up with something better.
Blobbert.
Blobbert. Legs. Seems mean.
All right. So while you guys are mulling that over, treasure. Now I'm assuming that you guys would have gotten. So you guys, I know that you guys. So from the treasury, you guys got the gems, the black sapphires, and I'm assuming that you also
Probably the
took some
magic items.
grab the magic items. Did you grab any of the money? Like there was gems and stuff scattered around.
Yeah, I grabbed as much as I could while I was in there. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't.
You guys didn't have a ton of time, especially after you found the suture and Khorramzedah showed up. So all right. So let's talk about the
Thank
stuff
you
that
for
you found in the
verifying that
treasure.
we found the suture, because I don't think we was clear on that yet.
Yeah, Blobbert is the suture.
Nice. Oh, Blobbert.
Good old Blobbert. All right. So let me tell you what you found. Okay, hold on. I'm almost there. Almost there. All right. So in that room, I'm going to tell you the magic items first. So there was a set of bracers of armor +6.
Jeez.
That's kind of incredible.
I
It
think,
is very nice.
Who's,
Very
who's
nice.
keep-
prob-
who's
probably
keeping track
Fletcher.
of all this?
What's that?
I
Who's
am.
keeping? Okay, gotcha. Go.
Fletcher probably be a best. I mean, I'd love those, but I think Fletcher would probably be the best recipient because he's
Now, braces of armor, you can't wear other armor though.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't.
Oh, you can't wear other armor. He doesn't wear armor. That's what I'm saying.
Who doesn't?
Fletcher. He's a barbarian. He likes pain.
He does like pain, doesn't he?
Hmm.
All right.
That's why he's got
There's
a low
also
FAC.
a mantle of faith of Iomade. Or well, no, not so of Iomade. This holy garment bears various religious icons and colors specific to Iomedean worship. When worn over normal clothing, it grants damage reduction 5, evil to the character wearing it. DR5.
Can I have that? When you say normal clothing, you also mean armor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Any complaints if I take that one?
No.
So say again, Les?
It's DR5 evil. Yeah, it grants you.
Well, if we happen to come across evil, randomly, then that sounds useful.
Well, no, the descriptor means
It's DR5, but if they're evil, it bypasses it.
well, not if they're evil, but if their weapon has a
If
If
they
they're
have
weapons.
an evil descriptor.
yeah.
Right.
We're good guys. Our attacks aren't good unless we have a device that makes them good.
It
So
makes them
Right.
good, right? Or if you're doing smite evil, where
then
everything's
that,
full.
then that, yes.
Right.
Okay, so I've got the bracers, the mantle.
The rod is a rod of security. This item creates a non-dimensional space, a pocket paradise. There, the rod's possessor and as many as 199 other creatures can stay in complete safety for a period of time up to 200 days, divided by the number of creatures affected. All fractions are rounded down. In this paradise, creatures don't age, and natural healing takes place at twice the normal rate. Fresh water and food, fruits and vegetables only, are abundant. The climate is comfortable for all creatures. Activating it causes the wielder and all creatures touching the rod to be transported instantly to this paradise. Members of large groups can hold hands or otherwise maintain physical contact.
That is the coolest thing I think I ever heard.
When
That's
the rod's
perfect.
effect expires, is dismissed or dispelled, all the affected creatures instantly reappear at the location they were when the rod was activated.
So it's like Jennifer's elf house, right? But
Yeah, on steroids.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's way cool. Let's
Uh,
just put Fletcher in there for good measure at all times.
Yeah.
Pocket mention is his middle name.
there's a lyre
right.
of building. A magical instrument usually made of gold and inlaid with gems. If the proper
Those are nice.
If the proper chords are struck,
Yes.
a single use of this lyre negates any attacks made against inanimate construction, walls, roof, or floor within 30 feet. This includes the effects of a horn of blasting, a disintegrate spell, or an attack from a ram or a siege weapon. It protects your buildings. It also, once a week, its
And-
string can be strummed so as to produce chords that magically construct buildings.
Yes.
The effect produced
That's
in
what Doug
30
used it
minutes is
for.
equal to the work of 100 humans laboring for 3 days.
Yeah, it's huge. Especially for Drezen as you're trying to rebuild. This thing single-handedly would double probably
Yeah.
the throughput.
We're gonna have like one of those road warrior bards on the front of our vehicle, just wailing out.
There is
Wow.
also a Sylvan Scimitar. When used outdoors in a temperate climate, this +3 scimitar grants its wielder the ability to use cleave and deals an extra D6 of damage.
There's a couple elves in a party, right? Who wants to? Is that better than a caravan guard's weapon?
It's a +3 scimitar all the time. It's only when used outdoors in a temperate climate it gets the additional cleave feat.
It is not better than my elven blade.
It's better than my +1 scimitar. And it's
Yeah.
an outdoor thing.
Here you go.
Here you go. You like
Goes to
outdoors.
Corrado.
Not that I use it very often because my bow is much stronger. So if somebody uses it more frequently, that would make more sense.
Could
But
be your
it's a
last line of
beautiful weapon.
defense for Ferrado.
She is
I
a creature.
think it
She is a
goes to
creature of
Corrado
the
as
outdoors. Yeah.
emergency backup.
Yeah. So I put that under you, Jennifer. So
Okay, thank you.
And the last magic item that you see is that oddly shaped crossbow. It is a +5 thundering evil outsider bane heavy repeating crossbow.
Jiminy Christmas.
It just needs to be
God.
destroyed.
Wow, Christmas came early for you guys.
crossbow +5 thundering evil outsider bane. What was next?
Repeating crossbow. So a repeating heavy crossbow. As long as it will hold 5 bolts in its magazine. As long as it holds bolts, you can reload it by pulling a reloading lever as a free action. Loading a new case of 5 bolts is a full round action that provokes. You can fire a repeating crossbow with one hand or fire a repeating crossbow in each hand in the same manner you would a normal crossbow of the same size. How must you fire the weapon in 2 hands in order to use the reload? And you need 2 hands to reload a case of bolts. There are also 3 magazines of bolts that are specifically designed for this thing. Each magazine holds 5 bolts, so 15 total bolts.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, really.
You also find, so you also get a, there's a bunch of minor jewelry and gems. I'm assuming you went for the gems rather than the coins. So there are about approximately 15,500 gold pieces worth of gems and jewelry. A platinum circlet with emeralds worth 20,000 gold pieces, and a gold torque inlaid with scenes of subtly disturbing looking fae worth 15,000 gold pieces.
Something disturbing.
Subtly disturbing fae.
Yeah.
Of the sapphires.
Not PG is what you're saying.
Of the sapphires, remember that these likely contain the spirits of creatures captured within them. But 32 of them are worth 10,000 gold pieces each, and 8 of them are worth 20,000 gold pieces. And that's for the gem itself.
We could just rebuild the whole world area here with this kind of wealth.
Okay.
How many more sky whales can we get with that, Les? What's
I don't know what
emerald to sky whale conversion rate?
I don't know. Well, you've got your sky whale in Illusionera, so you'd probably have to go back there. But I think several of those black sapphires with souls in them might be might pick you up a second sky whale.
I see another page being added to the.
I'm writing as we speak.
Do
do not sell sapphires with souls in them.
Do not sell people's souls for a fucking whale.
It was gonna be part of my underground railroad plan, but I could see you being some sort of moral quandary about the souls being trapped in the.
A moral quandary. That's a very gentle way of putting that. We never
Ah.
sold trapped souls and gems.
Paladins can't do it, but if somebody else did it,
Oh, if I had like a middleman,
whale.
if I had a guy who knew a guy, I see what you're saying. Yeah, nice.
That's what you need. That's what all paladins need, a loosely
Guy who knows
moral
a
middleman.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
have
knows a
you
guy.
watched every fantasy book ever?
Yeah.
They always got that gray area guy hanging around.
Yeah, Gatto with the moral compass that doesn't point anywhere north.
This reminds me of something that Chuck said in B Team to Eric. He said, "Look, you're great. You're lawful good. We love you, but that's the reason why you have to go back to your room right now."
We say that a lot to him,
Because
actually.
they were gonna torture a prisoner. They waterboarded an assassin. But yeah, no, Eric's character would not have stood for that, probably.
Nope.
We're talking about the same Eric that I play in Traveler with, right? That
Oh, yeah.
guy.
Yeah, who would be torturing the person?
Yeah.
He'd be out front like, let me torture him first.
No,
Yeah,
this
he's-
one's like a little boy that wants to save all the
Yeah.
flowers, all the enemies,
He
all the
does. He doesn't like hitting women.
no.
Yeah, he's a psychopath and traveler. He's something different in B team.
He's a
He's-
lawful.
he's
He's a
playing his
lawful good
character.
teenage monk.
I hope he enjoys listening to this recording some future day. My
He's
ears are
playing
burning.
his character in both campaigns. So
Yes.
All right, fair enough.
But that's the so that's the material you got from the treasury.
Okay, that sounds pretty awesome.
Okay, cool. I'm assuming that you guys are going to rest the night and regroup your spells and that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Rest of the night,
All right.
regroup our spells, and just I was gonna say if the Sword of Valor has anything to add about Lobert here, that would be
You're gonna
nice.
consult the Sword of Valor.
Yeah.
So bringing all right. So you
I understand that maybe that this creature is not going to be too great around even a holier presence than my presence, right?
So, I mean, do you have any specific questions for the Sword of Valor? So when you summon it, it comes in and it turns up its nose, and you can see that there is a repulsive odor in these hallowed
Yeah.
halls. I see the problem now, and it's not Gato this time.
This time.
All right, look, Sav, it's a nice short name for
Stav, yeah,
Stav. Yeah.
it's nice to have a
It's,
nickname for it.
Here's the deal: this poor, terrible creature has been tormented and transfigured into some monstrosity you see here. My question for you is: he's going to be used in a ritual to hopefully save this world. But what will become of him? Like, what is he? Was he a lawful good creature at one point? Was he always a demon?
So he looks at you and he says, I could see into this creature's soul, and what I see was once a man of evil doings, a man who murdered, a man who committed deeds so foul that the only possible place that would take him were the demonic pits of the abyss, so that he could be thrust into the body of this creature, and thus tortured for eons until somehow he managed to make his way up to becoming greater and greater evils. This man would once have become a devil of a demon of power, but now he is trapped within the body of this disgusting wretch. Know that redemption is impossible for this creature,
Okay.
nor is it deserved. If there is justice among the planes, it will be destroyed in the ritual that closes that abomination called the World Wound forever.
Okay, got that, Blobbert? All right, we're out of here. Thank you, Sav. All right, I'm gonna kick him into a supply closet or something then. Stay in there, evil.
Well, they eventually scare up an actual iron cage that's
Okay.
sort of almost but not quite too small for him. And then you can pop him in there, and that way he won't go on walkabout. But
could the cage be cold iron?
I think it's just regular iron.
As a material,
yeah.
they don't like cold iron.
Oh, so it'll be torturing him some more.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, no, they're not cold iron. They wouldn't have something like that handy.
Right.
But it's just a regular iron cage. But he's certainly secure in it. The problem is it's heavy. He's personally heavy. He probably weighs about 200 pounds. And then the cage itself probably is another 200 to 300 pounds. So it's closing in on 500 pounds of cage and dude. Now, if you want to, theoretically, you could keep him in there the entire time. For the suture to work, all you have to do is have him there when you do the ritual. He doesn't have to be free. He doesn't have to be tossed into anything. It's just he just needs to be present. But it's about, I mean, we were talking about 400 pounds plus of stuff. Now Fletcher could probably just throw it over his shoulder, but
Storm wouldn't even bat an eye at carrying that.
okay.
Yeah, can he be shrunk down or tossed in a portable? No, our portable holes don't have any air in them, right?
Probably.
we
I don't
learned
know
that
that
the hard
dredges need air. I don't know that they respire.
No. Hey, Chuck. Since
Yeah.
we were fighting here, did you have any not reading? What's the raised dead that's above raised dead?
Resurrection.
Reincarnate?
Resurrection, did you have that memorized?
No, yeah, it's
Res-
resurrection, not reincarnate.
Resurrect, yeah.
Okay, so since you're gonna get spells back tomorrow, I brought Terendalev's
Oh, you want to try to
body where we
resurrect?
take her out.
Yeah, you
and
want to try to
And
resurrect him tonight?
we've had that diamond from like
Yeah,
level 10 on. to
and I
bring
have
it
his
back.
scale. I
This
have
one?
his scale.
Yes, that one.
This one?
I got to reach for it. I
You
was
guys
like,
talking about this?
son of a, like, Gato. He's like,
No, I have the diamond and Gatto doesn't have it because he still has hands.
but I'd like to do that. I mean, we don't do that tonight. We're already at time, but I'd like to do that while we're in town this night and get that done.
Okay, well, like I said, we have a scale.
We've got a
So
scale,
that's-
we've got the spell, and we've got the diamond.
We've got the piece of his body. I have resurrection memorized. And
Actually, you know what? I might take some artistic flair with this. I might get in touch with you, Les, and you, Chuck,
Okay.
after tonight. It's going to be how long? 4 weeks before we play this again?
I think we are scheduled to play this again on October 6th.
Okay.
Well, this little
Yeah.
pal needs to go find his holy pillow. He's very tired.
It's holy pillow, yes.
all right.
But
But
I'll
yeah,
text you
I had
guys.
to get a little pee out of my armor from earlier on too.
we can do
Check-
the
check that
resurrection
key check.
before we rest.
Yeah.
I have it memorized, so we're all good.
Okay. Doug, did you want to ask, did you want Mike to hang out for a bit?
Yeah, I'm gonna hang
Yeah,
out
I do.
for
I need to ask him, just a couple of questions for projects. So yeah.
Okay.
Good to see
Any
you,
other-
Doug. Good to see
Any
you,
other
everybody.
things
Yeah,
before
good to
we
see you
before we
guys.
leave?
I wish I had more involvement here. This is fun.
Yeah, sorry about that. They didn't do what I
Sorry,
wanted.
Doug.
No, that's all right.
We will not be overestimated.
Yeah, we,
Yeah, we will not be
yeah,
overestimated.
we will not do what the GM asked us to do.
No, they didn't do that. So
We
I'm
no
very
longer
excited
have
for skill
stone
checks, though.
scanner.
Yeah, all the stuff has dropped off at this
Oh, that
point.
stuff's dropped off.
all right, so I will send you more details on the ritual, and I will
And the DCs and
I
all
will
that.
try and find out an answer to the question of do dretches breathe, and hit me up with questions.
All
Thanks,
right.
Les.
Thanks,
All
all.
right,
Yeah.
hey, thank you guys, appreciate
See
it.
you guys. Always
Bye,
good to
guys.
see you.
Bye, guys.
Yeah. Did you stop recording, Les?
Just a second.